Yeah.
Um, the music's muted for me. I don't know why.
Oh, really? You can't hear it?
No.
I think
It
that's actually
is
why you didn't hear it.
quieter. Is it? What do you have
I hear
Riser's
it.
volume at?
It's like there's a mute button over it, but I don't have like mute on it, so I don't know why.
Is it
It
red or
was.
is it gray?
It's gray.
And it's not like you right click it and it's not muted.
Yes. It's not muted.
Try muting it and then unmuting it. See if that does anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gray
I'll
should
do
mean
that
that.
again. Nah. Just no music.
Really?
And is the
What's the volume at?
Yeah, the user volume.
The volume is like 57.
Turn it
Yeah,
up
you
to
should be able to
100,
hear it.
maybe.
And now it's at 100.
Still nothing?
Oh, now I can hear it, I think.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I have it at a lower base volume, so that
Mm.
people can just have it at 100 and not worry.
Oh,
about it.
you're seeing the deafened thing, the red one, right?
I'm seeing the red. Oh!
That's server
Yeah,
deafened.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
different. It
yeah.
means that he can't hear us, but it's a bot, so it doesn't matter.
I'm like, I'm
Cool.
looking at like the window, and then it has a little on the right-hand corner.
Oh yeah, it's
Mhm.
gray when you look at it from like the overview.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. All right, gang. Are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alrighty, so last we left our heroes, our fate fighters, there's an asterisk there somewhere. They had just finished the battle with the Mind Flayer, the Pale King, the Illithid that was terrorizing Kalsana, successfully defeated them after a very, very long siege on the compound. Destroyed all the little statues in the temple, took down the gates, unsealed the seals that limited their ability to resist the Mind Flayer's powers, and killed him once and for all. His body returning to mist. After that, you all stayed behind to heal the wounded. Ruby going around doing the bulk of that, throwing out mass healing words everywhere. And in that process, Zisha made a promise to the people of Kalsana that she would make room for them in Yasar and house them and give them the opportunity to start building new lives, guaranteeing, promising protection and opportunity in her city, which she claims will be her city soon. Having plans to overthrow her mother, the matron of Yasar. Following that, our party gathered for ale and tea and drinks at Portia's, and a very, very long lore drop commenced after that. Many questions were asked, many revelations were had. I'm not going to recap all the information we learned, because hopefully that's all on your notes. But she did. I think you kind of left with the impression that if you want to know more about how to stop the Red Wraith, a good place to start would be by finding Yeska. Yeska having been. Portia theorizes that something Yeska said helped push the Red Wraith over the edge when the Red Wraith was still a mortal man. And also, Yeska was one of the few people living to witness how the Red Wraith was actually defeated the first time around. With that in mind, the idea was thrown around that you guys should start looking into the ring with full force. And you guys also know that their headquarters, at least on Palea, is Barvault, the city of Barvault, the city carved into the mountain, Mount Blackstone, in the northwestern side of Palea. Portia has promised you a free teleportation, free of charge, and will take you anywhere you would like to go. So if you guys would like to, wait on that and go somewhere else first, that is a possibility. If you guys would like to double back to Yasar first and pick up some gauntlets, that is also perfectly fine. Yeah, you guys spent the night in this magnificent mansion, and now, finally, waking up. What do you all do first? I will say that Zisha probably joined you guys at the mansion later on. I think maybe that happened, yeah.
I wake up after being fanned by 20 servants. Ah, what a beautiful day.
Is there anything else we can get you, Monsieur Gallet?
Carry me to the
Why is that, monsieur?
restroom.
Oh, absolutely, of course, of course. All of them say in unison as they like ferry you to the restroom. Really nice to have like a functioning toilet with running water and all that.
I take care of all of my business. And is there like a dining hall, perhaps, for breakfast?
There's like a small, like dining area, yeah, for sure.
All right. Send word to the others. I forget their names. Let's meet up around here.
Yeah. Each of you in turn get a little knock on your door. I think canonically, Alok, you usually rise earliest. So you might already be awake and doing stuff, but all you get a knock on your door. Excuse me, Master Gallet, does require your presence in the dining hall, for a spot of breakfast and a little bit of conversation.
Yeah.
Very well.
Always.
We'll be along shortly.
Very good, very good. You guys are left to your own devices. You guys can get there whenever you want. Let's check in. What's Suma up to? Suma, you wake up in the morning, still bearing a point of exhaustion. You are still pretty tired. You wake up, your body still aches with pain and feels heavy and leaden as you push yourself up out of bed. What is your first move? As we can say that you and Zisha shared a room, or you can choose to have slept in separate rooms, but I don't think you guys probably would have shared the same room. You did in Isar.
Yeah. We probably did, and probably when I wake up, I do the equivalent of like getting a cup of coffee and doing the crossword.
Okay, yeah, you do your Wordle in the morning.
I do.
You go
Yes,
ahead
I'm
and
like
take care of
sitting.
that.
I'm sitting in bed doing my Wordle. Yes, that's what I'm doing.
You go ahead and do your magic Wordle. It's like a wizard subscription service where it's like ascending basically. It like goes out to like every like registered wizard in the world. You have to like guess what like spell it is with a certain amount of guesses. You do that. You see Zisha rises as well. Begins to get ready for her day, and she goes, "Have you decided where you wanted to go?"
Well, I think that's what we're doing at breakfast, but I believe there was an item that we wanted to pick up back in Yasar, so we'll probably head back there to start.
Right, but where do you want to go?
Me. Well, I wouldn't say I want to go to Bar Vault. I don't want to go there. But that is the next place that's going to get me where I need to be, so that seems to be the thing.
I see. I've heard it's a beautiful place. Never been myself, though I've been to Mayara Beneath. I know we've long since accepted that our paths must diverge at points, but it never gets easier, does it?
No. Never. This time especially, I think.
You see she goes, like kind of like finishes like readying like her armor and stuff, like zipping it tight, and like stands up straight, and she says, "You and your friends, your crew, are always welcome in Yasar. I hope you know that, and whatever we can do to help out with, you wanted an item in there? We could maybe try to help with that, like a subsidy or something."
Actually, well, I hate to say it, but it was quite expensive.
How expensive was it?
Wasn't it like 3,000 gold? Is that right? I think that's what it was.
Was it that bad? I don't think I made it that
It
bad.
was a lot.
It
was
was
a high number.
It was at least a couple thousand. I think it was 3,000.
I thought it was like 1,900, which is.
I don't know.
That kind of sounds right, actually.
Doesn't
Oh.
sound as bad. But
I mean, I would tell her whatever it is, which
yeah,
is
you tell her whatever
still
it is. She
insanely
is.
expensive.
And she goes,
1,200.
oh, this
Specifically
would be
1,200.
1,200.
Yes.
This would have been at Yas's shop, correct?
Yes, my favorite individual.
Yeah, he's a prickly fellow and is known to be quite stingy with his prices, but I'll see what I can do.
Much appreciated.
Right. See you at breakfast then.
Oh, you'll be joining us for breakfast.
Well, I'll run in, grab a bite. I'd hate to leave without saying goodbye to everyone.
Okay.
Besides, if you decide to go to Yasar, we'd all be going the same way.
I think we were maybe going to try to teleport.
Oh, teleport directly to Yasar.
I mean, well, what's her name? Portia offered us a teleportation, which I think we were going to use to go to Yasar, but it's literally a day's fly from here, so I don't know if we'll use it for that. Either way, but before you go with your new group of friends, there was something I wanted to talk to you about, but it can wait till after breakfast. After breakfast.
Intriguing. Are you keeping secrets?
No. No.
Right. I like to think I know the father of my child a little better than that, but sure. Let's wait till after breakfast.
Okay,
That's
hey.
an L right there, by the way. She
What?
points out. She points onto your wordle. She's like, "That's probably an L. The L goes right there."
You're right.
And then she's gonna go ahead unless she has something else to say, like they're gonna catch her before.
Yeah.
Okay. Gallat Zisha joins you at the table shortly. Let's check in on Ruby. What's Ruby up to?
Probably using the servants as like sparring partners or dummies.
My lady, you must understand. We cannot withstand another. Just disappears. You just keep you're like shadow boxing, like the literal shadows,
like,
and they just explode with each punch.
With their consent, though.
Kill count.
Yeah. They just reform. Actually, they hold up pillows for you to punch at. There's giant pads at boxing gyms.
Mm-hmm.
They go, very good. Now right cross. Let me see that combination once more. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Show me the fundamentals. Did you give me the 1 and 2s?
On a 6, you get a little impatient. You're not your form isn't completely correct, so you were constantly accidentally hitting the shadows in the face and then making them despawn. The pads fall to the floor.
Is it an accident though?
It's less an accident and more you just can't. You're just man, this is boom. And they're okay, good show. It's a good thing we can't feel pain. And holds up the pads again, and that's when you get the knock at the door. Your captain does want to see you in the dining room. Boom. Disappears. Okay, good show. And you get that message. Do you go immediately, or is there anything else you want to do, kind of just to yourself, as a private moment, before heading to breakfast?
I mean, I'll still probably finish my workout. There's no need to rush.
For sure.
Just because the captain told us to, I'll finish my workout and then probably shower beforehand, just because.
You work up a good sweat. You take a nice relaxing shower. They give you you ice your legs and everything just to make sure that you're properly conditioned for the road ahead. And then you were able to join in breakfast. Alok, how's Alok doing?
Oh, just great. Everything's fine.
After having seen quite a lot of death recently. And
I think he finds the whole servant thing kind of weird, so he probably says he can leave. He'd rather take care of himself. He just thinks a lot. He thinks about what happened, a few specific traumatic incidents, a few. But he just thinks about it. But in a weird way, I think he's most worried that it's not as bad as it was before, and that worries him the most because he's getting kind of used to it because it's been happening a lot. Still not like fully used to it, but he's getting there, and he doesn't like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then he just waits and then eventually goes.
slowly being desensitized to tragedy is something that can certainly happen. I mean, I think that, you guys watched both Lagon. You saw in Portia's crystal ball both Lagon and Bronos laid to waste. And I feel like, in the moment, there wasn't as much of like surprise or really shock that was like displayed at that table. It almost felt like, yeah, this is what's happening. I think slowly all of you are getting used to the fact that this is the kind of thing that happens when the world is ending. And I guess on that note, you guys all eventually make your way to breakfast at your own separate paces. A lush feast of like really nice omelets with like the bell peppers and everything like mixed into it. There's like fresh pancakes with like all the syrup in the world. There's glasses of milk and orange juice and water, and of course coffee for our coffee drinkers. Just being kind of lavishly set up for you at this like kind of round table you guys are all able to like sit at and eat to your heart's content.
Can I also have on the side just a full steak that I'm not gonna eat, but it's just ostentatious?
Yeah, it's like
Perfect.
it's just a symbol of status.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
You
Like
have
letting
the steak,
Yeah.
and you're not eating it because you don't need to.
I
It's
don't
not
need
wasting anything.
to.
It's just magic food.
It's just to show that I'm the captain because no one else has steak,
I see.
Oh, good to see you all. Ruby, your food's getting a bit cold, but you should be fine with that. I was hoping
I just didn't want anyone to make comments about me being unbathed.
Oh,
So,
yes,
I had
yes.
to take
It's
that.
best. It's best to avoid those. Hey, Timothy, can you rub my shoulders while I speak? It's.
Of course, sir. What type of pressure would you prefer? Like soft, medium, hard,
Rapid punches.
omega rough? Okay, got it. You feel immediately you are besieged by a flurry of blows. This shadow takes like monk levels just to like properly besiege your back with the appropriate motions.
Okay.
And you literally cannot speak about exactly. Yeah.
I'm on the back of my chair. So I was wondering about. Great job, guys.
Yeah, it would be impossible for you to laugh right now without sounding like SpongeBob. Is what's happening.
All right, Timothy. Okay. That was
Yes. Good show, sir.
quite good show. All right, so the plan, from what I understand, are we going to teleport to get the gauntlets immediately, or are we going to go to the city and then double on back to teleport? Because I'm cool with just teleporting there immediately, but that means we just road trip to Barvault.
Could she teleport from afar? I don't know how that works. Like, can she teleport us from?
No, she kind of has to be like at where you're at.
And can we see the Underdark map?
Yes.
Anyone in
Perfect.
particular you want to talk to?
Oh, great. This is my favorite part of every session.
All right, time to mix it up.
So,
you got this.
Yeah. So we need very pertinent information quickly, and it needs to not be too much. So a certain little guy is not gonna be the one. We need.
Aw.
Yeah, hey, that's
Rip.
that's smarter.
Andros, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Andros.
This is
that's
Lula erasure.
That's true, but you know what? I think Suzanne got it. I think Suzanne's gonna give me what I need.
Okay. Alright, what do you want to know?
Well, how are they? Are they being tailed? Where are they currently located? Those are pretty good. Like, anyone died? Well, I guess they would. Wait, hold!
I
Hold!
figured out. What?
Okay. So, it actually is not good for us to ask the regular crewmates, because if they died, they would not remember. We have to ask the alive members of the crew. Well, then they might be dead, but, like, that's sort of...
They'd just be dead too?
Yeah, but I think we should ask one of the alive members.
Alright.
Well, who's the most likely to survive?
Wait, not that. Oh.
Probably the one that can live in water, right? That can jump off and
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like Dell, she's she's just a bartender. So I think like if something real bad happened, she'd be first to go.
yeah, but she's really good at chess.
She's
I don't know.
strong.
I've heard these things. I haven't seen them.
She's,
Oh, okay.
She's a 3rd level fighter, okay?
I haven't seen any of that.
No.
And she has
No.
relentless endurance. Okay.
Oh yeah, she can't die. She actually just wins.
Nah, you guys are
Okay,
being
and-
very kind.
Who are we sending?
Do we want to ask them to meet us in Barvel?
Yes, we are headed.
Isn't that
to
already the
Barwald.
plan?
Well,
I thought they were already going there.
maybe they
No?
forgot. Maybe we forgot.
That's
Who
true.
knows?
And yeah, so who?
Wait,
who
so
is-
why are we going to Barville?
the ring is
ring.
there.
Okay.
Suma's child. We are sort of chasing that thread,
Gotcha.
and also something to do with anything with the choosing. Anything?
See, that's what I thought it was for, but I don't remember that
The
being
ring?
explicitly said.
The ring is connected to both the choosing, and to Yeska, who is connected to both Suli and the Red Wraith.
Yeah, so that.
And you know explicitly that the ring is connected to the stuff happening with the choosing because Ruby casts Speak with Dead on that dead prisoner's corpse, and learned that the ring did have this ongoing kind of scheme to blackmail the different clans of Palea. Basically, hey, we'll fuck up your whole shit and kill your chosen if you don't support us, but we'll super protect them if you do. So you know what I mean? Send us whatever they're sending them.
Yeah, so all roads lead to Barvel at this point.
All right. Then you got this. Suma.
Suzanne?
What? No, we just had this discussion.
I wasn't listening. I was counting words. Sorry. Who did you decide?
Let's go with Miela.
Miela. Okay. I will send.
You can talk back in psychic, right? It's not the talking out loud, is it?
I gave her the
Oh.
thing. I gave her the thing.
Yeah, no, it's because I don't have an. It's like, what voice am I using? Okay.
All right, I've pasted my text.
I believe
so
it's very
where's the ship?
masculine, very strong.
How's the crew?
You have to say it like Suma.
Et cetera.
We're on the way.
How does Suma say it?
You need to cast the spell, Suma.
I've done it.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
haven't.
but do you do like an accent though?
You okay?
Like a
alright.
southern accent. Yeah, yeah.
Where's the ship?
Where's the fucking ship?
Oh, no, you can't do there.
How's the
You lost.
crew?
You added a word.
Curse
Any
words don't
encounters
work.
with the maiden or other incidents? We're on the way to Barvel via Mayara. Meet us there.
Okay.
According to my word counter, it works.
That's a weird way to say your
And
mind.
is there a time limit on how fast someone can respond? Hold on, let me look up sending really quick.
Here, I'll put it
Because
in.
I don't know, Oh, immediately. Okay, so there is a short pause. You imagine Miela's probably consulting with Dell, who would probably be much more in the know with these things. And you eventually get back. Oh, voice amazing, perfect. Okay. Hi. Ums do not count. Hi, we're off the coast of... I'll say off the eastern coast.
That's a lot of words.
Hi, we're off the eastern
Okay.
coast. There were lots of big waves. Some people got hurt. No
That's 16.
sightings of them. No sightings of them. We'll meet you there.
I relay that.
Who got hurt? A lot of people got hurt.
And go ahead and give me an investigation or an intelligence check to try and determine why, or just give me an intelligence check, any of you guys.
My crew's hurt. That's me. I need to do it.
I want to know.
Hey,
Cool.
Ruby.
Okay.
Whoa.
My
Oh,
crew!
wow.
It is your crew, Captain.
Gallet, I think, Ruby, you come to this conclusion, but Gallet gets there just before you and is very obnoxious about it. Gallet, you know for a fact that 2 large earthquakes just happened on this island, and whenever earthquakes happen, it has a very huge effect on the waves off the coast. It can cause disruptions pretty much everywhere. So you would imagine like the ship was going like around the bottom edge, basically, is kind of what you told them to do. And those waves probably like caused some damage to the ship, or perhaps just people were thrown overboard or hurt or in some other fashion injured by the effect of those like large tidal waves upon the ship.
There's 2 large earthquakes. They were able to affect the waves. Yes. Having like a good meal really gets the mind going. I did not think the earthquakes were that large, but man, I guess they were. Well, I'm happy no deaths, right?
You figure she probably would have said something if there was a death.
Well, I mean, as the death as far as we, they might have just bamfed back. I mean, Cannoneer A has died like 16 times.
It does take them like a full month to regenerate. It is not instant.
Then Cannoneer
And they
A
come
is
back.
still dead. That's a shame.
I
Okay.
hate to see it.
Yeah. So okay. So I guess I should just ask the table. Would you prefer to walk to Myera, or would you prefer to walk to and back the Yasar?
Also, you're flying.
Oh yeah. Wait. Scruffles. Is he allowed in?
They're like, oh yeah, there's like nesting room in like the top floors of the mansion.
I send my psychic waves to Scruffles.
Master.
Perfect.
How's it going? Do you need me for something?
Yeah, it's great. What have you ever like flown from Yasar to Myera?
No, not personally. If you can recall, not a lot of people wanted to have me as their Yumbat,
Well,
as
yeah.
account of the wing and my general disposition.
Well, you know what? You should tell them on our way out that you survived multiple crossbow hits and a lightning shot, and you still flew on.
I will.
Like trash talk them. I'm not talking little bit of brags. You carry yourself high. Maybe
I'm gonna drop guano everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Go get him.
At this moment, you see the door opens with a whoosh. Wind kind of blows in, and you see Portia step in, and like a huge bag is like floating behind her. Well, howdy, y'all. How was your breakfast?
It's pretty darn alright. Now, I think they could use a little more work, and some of this stuff is a little bit too salted for me, but,
Hey, don't say that in front of the unseen servants. They have feelings,
They do?
Yeah, I decided to make them have feelings. Feels like a dick move.
Yeah,
but,
like, are they aware that they're not real, in a way?
They are, but, like, in the kind of way where it's like, a mayfly isn't upset that its existence is so short. You know what I mean? It's just a part of their life cycle.
So
it's
you
part
make them
of what they
okay
are.
with that?
Yeah.
That's horrifying. Absolutely
Well,
horrifying.
I mean, I'm a wizard. That's what wizards do.
Yeah, Jesus.
Right. So.
I mean, Lockie.
It occurred to me that y'all took this job pro bono. You kind of just did me a solid, killed a big old mind flayer, and I thought it would be quite poor form to not give you anything in return. So I did come with some goodies. No particular. I mean, you guys can kind of like share them if you want. I don't really know like kind of who likes to do what, who likes to use which things.
Oh, you what?
But
Wait, hold on, Portia. You, the one that can see sort of basically everything and have been judging us, don't know what we do?
Yeah, I mean,
so you think we share?
I mean, you're a group, ain't you? I mean, I keep up generally with, like, are you still alive and where you're at, but, like, your personalities, like,
Speaking of shit,
seems
give me
like...
my earring back. I want it back. I don't like having it off. Someone else
I'll
has
give it back to
give
you.
it
I
back.
had it, but I'll
No,
give it
I
back
don't.
to you.
It's mine.
Alright, so, would you guys like the big stuff first or the little stuff first?
Let's build up to the little stuff. Let's start with the big stuff.
What?
Let's start with the big stuff.
Yeah, let's build up to the little stuff.
Okay.
That caught me off guard, actually.
Sounds fine with me.
That was good.
You see, she digs in the bag and she takes out this giant. It's like the shape of like a D8, like a large D8, but like made of like glass, like a sky blue glass and like silver, and there's like a strange like surging energy within it, runes glinting upon its surface. She doesn't hold it, it just like floats where her hands are, and she like sets it down upon the table. It like spins and hums with a whir, seeming to like kind of like want to be activated but hasn't been given the command yet. And she goes, this is something I like to call Portia's portable portal. Basically what it is, this functions essentially as an anchor. It is a one-time teleport that lets you stay in your target location for 24 hours before zipping you back to where you teleported from. You can attempt to stay longer by setting the timer for longer than 24 hours, but it does greatly reduce the effectiveness, and you may be stranded where you ended up teleporting to. This is not the teleport I was offering you. This is just like a separate little thing that I created.
Okay.
I've had like 400 years to kind of like dick around with magic items and stuff, and I kind of just brought you some of the more interesting stuff. So the person who uses it doesn't have to be like a magical caster or anything. Anyone can kind of use it. But the person who uses it has to visualize that place in their mind. So it kind of has to be a place you've already been to.
Wait, when you say visualize in my mind, does that require me to be there or that I can visualize it? Because that's really different.
You can visualize it and have been there before.
Oh,
so
okay.
the visualizing is kind of what activates it, but like kind of one of the you should have had to be there before. You have to be able to visualize it pretty clearly.
This is harsh for people with bad memories.
Yeah, kind of a pain in the ass. A couple more things you should probably know. The only people you kind of have to be like a full person. Like familiars can't activate it for you.
Okay.
You can't teleport to a location that's not like fixed. So you couldn't teleport back to your ship, for example. But if you knew the exact dock your ship would be at, you could teleport to that dock if you've been there before. Location does have to be on the same plane, and you might want to be careful where you open this thing, because if somebody went up to where like the anchor is and used like a powerful dispel magic, it would cease to work and you'd be stranded where you ported off to.
Oh,
that makes sense?
Without the teleport thingy or with it?
Sorry, clarify that?
So if they were to use dispel magic, you're saying we would be stuck in the area we teleported to, but would we still have the D8 teleportation thingy in our possession, or would it be
one-time use?
It stays where you use it. So for example, if you use it right here, you like sink it into the ground and it would generate a portal. You walk through it, the portal closes. But this thing stays in Kalsana. Like if you ported to Galen,
Right, so
you just be in Galen,
whoever-
the portal would be there, and at the end of the 24 hours, you would zoom back here.
Whoever uses dispel magic would essentially like take control of it.
Yeah, or just make it so that you're stuck there. It wouldn't reactivate.
is there only one
for the second
person?
time. No, it's up to I wrote up to 8 people.
Wow.
It's like the teleport
Wait,
spell.
hold on, Suma.
It's like the teleport spell. Yes.
Suma.
Yes.
So we could use this as like a trade, like not a trade-in, but like, okay, you can quite easily teleport to the shop that has the gauntlets, steal them, and bamf back.
You
Seemed like the most
I
efficient
don't think we
use
should
of this
steal them. I feel like
magical
we should,
item.
we should
Wait,
buy
you
them.
can't
Oh, and I might be
reactivate
getting a
it
discount
early.
on that.
That is kind of the problem with it. You do have to wait the full 24.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Okay.
And is it one time use and then it's done forever? Or does it recharge at any point?
Honestly, I've never used it because I mean I can just teleport myself everywhere. This was kind of like a what if I made helpful things for people instead of fucking with them all the time. I think if you gave it back to me, if I were able to spend some time with it, I could recharge it for you. But that would take some time.
See.
Cool. Do you guys feel kind of?
Yeah,
Let me.
That's neato burrito. Let's put it all on the table. So at the end of it, everyone can choose which one fits them the most.
So that's sort of a whole party thing. I imagine
This
we'd
is
all be using that
definitely
together.
a whole party thing. This is my way.
It's
Sorry, go
singular.
ahead.
Ruby, you're not going to take the portal and use it alone, are you?
I mean, if you get to keep the portal, I feel like you would be able to decide where we go.
That's fair.
That's what it seems like.
I imagine it could be more useful than a vacation trip, though. I think it is something like we all have to go here for.
I
a
mean, we
reason.
could, we could finally. Well, we already had a spa day, but you know what? Honestly, I sort of like spa days. Let's just keep on having them.
How long does it take to activate?
It takes a half hour.
Ooh, okay.
So
that's
you do
big.
have to kind of like do this with like planning and like you have to be in a safe position.
So
So
it's not to run away. Totally.
that's the portable portal. And also it kind of discourages running away because like if they found it, they could just try to dispel. I guess they could just
They have to
camp
know
out where
dispel.
they'd have to know what was going on. But you could imagine like an identifier might be able to reveal that. But yeah, that is Porsche's portable portal. And yes, all of these have this naming scheme.
First one's
Y'all want one of
PvP.
the other fun ones?
Yeah.
Okay. She reaches into the bag and pulls out what looks like a large bone. That is made, that has like runes inscribed onto it. And she goes, "Who would like to test this out?"
Dead
You?
things. Dead
She
things, yeah.
hands it to you, Ruby, and she goes, "Go ahead and toss it."
I just throw it at the closest person.
You throw it at the closest let's say you throw it at Gallet. You throw it at Gallet, and Gallet, before it can reach you, like something materializes out of the air, and a spectral puppy just goes, like, chomps onto the bone, and, like, lands on the table, like, tail wagging. And she goes, "I call this Porsche's protective pooch." I'm just gonna drop this in the chat in a second. What it does is it summons a spectral puppy once per long rest. The breed of the puppy is the summoner's choice, and the puppy can patrol a 40-foot area. Its passive perception is 17. If it spots a creature, the summoner, so the person who used it, is psychically alerted to that creature's presence. And upon like the dog basically barking in your mind, you hear like a psychic woof, and you can command the pup to either to sick him, which is a DC 14 Wisdom save for 3d8 psychic damage, or just remain on guard and try to see if like more people are coming. The pup has 10 AC, 10 hit points, and disappears once it's either used the sick him ability, is reduced to 0 hit points, or has remained in one area for longer than an hour. So this is very much like we're about to sneak into a place. This is one of the entrances. Patrol the entrance in case, so like you get alerted. But the puppy cannot discern between friend and foe, like the way puppies can't tell that the mailman is not the devil. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to know, like, you kind of have to guess whether the puppy's barking at an actual enemy or just somebody passing by. And I'll drop that here.
Oh, it's a puppy. Hey, quick question while you're pulling out another one, Portia.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like, this is a great idea, but it just, due to my name and the naming convention, I just can't make it work? Like, you might have been... Okay.
Yeah, you ever, like, I don't know if you've ever done this, but you ever, like, committed to something really early, and you kind of wish you could, like, change it later down the line, but then it feels like it's too late, because, like, you've kind of, like, established a branding? Have you ever felt that way?
No,
No? With nothing?
Can't think of that. Nah. I think
Interesting.
I think we've nailed it on the nose every single time.
Well, then you're a bit luckier than I.
Uh,
And she goes, all right, you ready for the next thing?
Yeah.
This thing is a bit of a grab bag. It's not really one big item. It's just more like a thing that has a lot of stuff in it. And you see she takes out from the bag a large violet leather purse with like stars stitched onto the interior. She kind of opens it up and you guys see that like a bag of holding, like the inside just keeps going into like a pocket dimension. But its contents are kind of fixed in place. You can't like put new things into it. You can only just take things out of it. And I will describe to you some of the things that you can pull from it. There are 2 exploding magical daggers that, upon contact or just being thrown at somebody, you can either like it'll still do damage if you hit them, but after it hits, it explodes. It's a DC 12 dex save, so pretty low. In a 10-foot sphere for 3d4 fire damage. That's just a little extra fun.
One time use? Does the dagger blow up, or?
The dagger just blows up and it gets expended. So that's one thing you could pull from it. Another one is a set of rigged dice that only rolls double 1s or double 6s. There's another one. It is a silver mirror that lets you see into a nearby plane for 1 hour before becoming just a regular mirror again. There is a plain 30-foot wooden ladder. There are 4 good berries that taste like sushi. There's 1 plain circular stone that can appear to be any type of stone or gem the user wants for 24 hours and then returns back to normal. The DC on the investigation check for it is 15. So you can pass off the stone for a large diamond.
For how long?
A day. It just stays up there for a day and then turns back to normal. And you have to kind of use it again.
We can trick the gods into thinking we have a diamond for Revivify.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. There is a rowboat that is 12 feet long.
Wait, hold up. So is she pulling out a rowboat from a bag?
She has summoned a pamphlet that is like a picture of these things and describing them. This is Portia's Practical Purses pamphlet.
Yeah.
So this is Portia's Practical Purse. There are 3 sticks of chewing gum that allow you to speak any language you want for 5 minutes, but doesn't let you understand that language. There are 10 drops of a strange rainbow-colored liquid in a little crystal dropper. It can, with 1 drop, you can make a goblet-sized amount of water taste however you want, or a normal plate-sized amount of food taste however you want with 2 drops. So you can I don't know, in case you're camping out and you really want something to taste a certain way, or maybe you want to mask the taste of poison from someone who maybe has a keen nose. That would be a way to do it. There are 4 spritzes in a perfume bottle that can make a 20-foot sphere of air smell however you like for 10 minutes. There's 1 2-way window that can be attached magically to a solid surface in order to peer through the other side. Lasts an hour. It doesn't work.
That's really good.
Doesn't work on force fields. It doesn't negate any other magical effects that might obscure the vision. And once you place it there, it stays there for an hour and then vanishes. And there's also, finally, a blank canvas. So kind of like a big, almost like a poster board canvas that can appear to be a flat image of the user's choosing for 1 hour.
And then does it get used up as well?
Yep. It just returns back to a normal canvas after an hour. So these are
one-time uses.
Yeah, these are kind of more mischievous type deals that you can use either for bits or for maybe deception. Have you seen that one? I think it's Mission Impossible, where they have the flat screen and it makes it look like the end of a hallway, and they're using it to sneak past a guard. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but it's kind of like that. You put you make a hallway look like a dead end, and you're kind of on the other side, but it only lasts for a short amount of time.
That's an extremely fun bag.
Thank you. I decided to add some like kind of fun stuff that might encourage roleplay or creativity instead of just giving you guys like better weapons.
So, do all the items have to stay in the bag, or can you like take things out of it and like hold it in your possession? Let's say.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. The ones that have a time limit, the clock starts ticking when you take it out.
Hmm.
So, for example, you can take out the chewing gum. The timer doesn't start until you chew it. But if you take out the window, it vanishes after an hour, no matter what, or the canvas as well. So some of them, like the stone, never runs out. So you could just have that on you for as long as you want. The rowboat doesn't disappear; it's just a rowboat. The ladder is fine. The silver mirror, when you take it out, it gives you that power for an hour, but then after that, it stops working. The daggers you can keep on you. It's just like a fun. It's like the robe of useful things, but like I changed all the items to be more fun.
It's
Can
the best.
we get a party loot folder?
Sure.
And then like I guess so everyone can edit it. Then we can put all of that in there so we all can always see it at every encounter we get into if we want to make a plan with it.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. Do you guys want me to like just copy paste all the stuff into that folder, into like a handout in the folder?
I mean, we can do that as well, but
Yeah,
Sure.
it's probably easier for him though, because
Party
I
loot.
just want to get yeah. But yeah, that purse looking great. That purse looking fun.
I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so you should have a little handout that says party loot that you can just kind of edit as you will. I'll let you guys decide how you want to organize and format that at your leisure. At the end of the session, I can just like put this in a Word document, like a Google Doc, so you can more easily copy it over. Right. So the next stuff is not that crazy. It's more for flavor. She takes out a teapot, and she says, "This is Portia's porcelain pot. It is basically, as long as you have tea leaves of whatever kind of tea you want, you can have an infinite supply of fine tea. But it can only be used to fill a single regular-sized teacup at a time. So you
Darn
can't
it.
just like use it to pour a giant river of tea all at once. Does that make sense? Because that would be kind of game breaking. Be able to do that kind of on command. That make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, just normal
Makes sense.
teacup size. Like we gotta bring our own teacups.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Does it work if your like teacup is your mouth? Like you just want to straight into it?
It will just assume how much it will like gauge how much would be appropriate for you to drink in one gulp, and then immediately stop pouring.
Wow, that's very useful.
Yeah. Have you ever used one of those coffee makers that like it just fills up your cup no matter what size it is, so, like a good like height? Anyway.
Fancy as hell.
Yeah, so that is Portia's porcelain pot. There's also this right here, and she takes out a quill that is dipped with golden ink, and she says, "This is Portia's plucky pen. This pen bonds telepathically with its user. You can command it to write things down automatically if you provide it with paper. So you can give it instructions, but they have to be pretty simple, like, write down everything this person says. Write down all of my thoughts as I think them live. It can't think for itself or retain information for longer than it takes to like write it down, and it can only write words like spoken out loud or stuff like shapes and symbols and words that you see in person." Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
Yeah, so instead of like, because sometimes I feel like, you think so fast that your hand can't keep up while you're writing. This basically removes that from contention. So let me drop those two in the chat. These are just like fun flavor ones, because I thought they would be cute.
If any of us go to
Yeah.
therapy, we should have that because like think about how great that would be for Ruby to read.
These would both be great for the therapy office on the ship,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's true.
Give the pen to the person you're working with, and if they're hiding anything, then their mind will have written it down.
Okay. And she
Can it
goes,
be different
Yeah.
languages?
it can write it down in different languages, but it can't translate for you.
Got it. Okay.
It would probably. Ooh. would it write it down in the language they're speaking, in the script they're speaking?
It seems
It
so.
would. I think it would write it down in like the
language you
common
think.
equivalent of your like when like languages like Japanese are like romanized into like English letters. It'll be kind of like that. So if you had say comprehend languages running, you'd probably be able to know what these words are, but they won't be written in the exact script. If you saw like a page of a book that was in another language, it could copy the script that way. So this could be useful if you're like, I don't know, conducting an interrogation and you want to make sure you remember everything somebody says. You could just be writing in the background while you do that. Mostly it's for fun. And she goes, well, that takes care of most of the stuff I was going to give, or at least the stuff that I created. But I do have one more thing. I didn't make it, though. I just found it a long time ago. And it always seemed very important. Important. But no amount of identification magic, detect magic, does anything to it. For some reason, I can sense its importance, but it doesn't yield to any kind of spellcraft. It doesn't seem to have any effect. So I figured, since you guys are going to be out and about, maybe you could figure out what it does for me. And she takes out a golden locket. Upon the locket, there's like a golden frame like that. It's like oval shaped. On the inside panel of it is like a dark like aquamarine color, upon which are two fish swimming in opposite directions like a yin yang. She goes, feels important, but I don't know. Who wants to take it?
I'll let me hold it for a second.
Gallet, you hold it in your hands. Immediately, you feel your ring grow warm. The locket, the water inside of it, like the aquamarine, turns to like a fluid, basically, that like kind of like begins to move around in the frame, and the fish begins swimming actively in the locket. Well, how about that?
Yeah. Hey, look. I guess I'll be taking this one. If you wanted that purse, I guess this will be... I got this one.
Well, do we know it's just limited to you? Like, who's to say it won't have that reaction with Suma?
I'm gonna say it's a strong feeling from the captain that it ain't gonna have the same reaction. And I'm worried about the reaction of me leaving this now, so I'm keeping this.
Gallet, give me an insight check with advantage.
Oh, wow, I never get those. Let's see. Insight. You know what? Natural 20 today, so this should be good.
Okay, a 14 is not bad. On a 14, you feel a feeling that you haven't felt before. At least not to this extent. You sense that as this thing hangs around your neck, that Calypso is pleased.
No, we keeping it. We keeping it.
She's feeling like a happy feeling right now. It's maybe a little fleeting, but she seems to have some kind of connection with this.
No. A fleeting happiness from her is like the luckiest thing. Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm sorry, Ruby. You know what? It's the bling. It's the bling.
You don't know what it does yet.
Nope.
But go ahead and mark in your inventory that you have obtained the Locket of Pisces.
Ooh.
Oh, we got another one.
Ooh.
Well, we don't know. This could be a different Pisces. We don't know, guys.
That's true.
It's definitely it.
I don't. Let's not just jump to conclusions. That's an elven name.
Yeah. So, you see Portia goes, she like casts a quick identify on it as it's on your neck. And she goes,
Nothing?
Still nothing.
Maybe it's not activated yet.
I don't know. I guess I don't really know how you would activate it, but I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Couple other things that I got for you. This is my way of rewarding you without giving you more gold, because Portia does not carry gold on her, or platinum. She goes, and for you, Miss Ruby, don't know how you'll feel about this, but she hands you a gold coin that is charred on one side by lightning. It is very similar to the ones you already have experience with. There was one at Priscilla's shrine in Gallon, near Duke Galen's house, and you have one as well. I don't know if you kept that other coin, but you at least have two now. What that means, you are not sure.
Pretty sure I have the coin. Unless I gave it to her. Maybe I gave it to her, I don't know.
I don't have it listed on my items list, so I don't think I have it.
Oh, I have it, yeah.
Yeah. You see, she says, that used to belong to a good friend of mine who was also of your faith. The way I understand it, you may be the last living follower of Priscilla alive, so I figured if anyone should have this token of Priscilla, it should go to you. And she gives you that coin.
I mean, I would say we're not a popular breed, but I wouldn't say I'm the only living one.
Wow.
Well,
the
you met anybody
only-
else?
The only one left. Wow. Would you
There's
even call
no-
that? Is that even a religion at that point? That's interesting, huh? Only one.
There's definitely more of us. There's definitely.
You know, it's weird because I don't know if I've met one other than you.
We're just
I
not
honestly-
a very social group. You
I
know?
forgot
We don't-
Priscilla existed, honestly, until I met you. No one really talks about her.
I mean, that's the only time I've learned about
Our
her.
marketing could do some work. Like I
Wait.
definitely think we need to get the word out. But
Like, I thought it was a bard before I met you.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Well, the issue is, I think that Bard would be more known than Priscilla. That's the.
Well,
real
I think
issue.
there was also one that was a bard, and that's why they were known. That's where I heard the name.
Oh, so Priscilla is like just piggybacking off of that Bard?
no,
Honestly, maybe she may have taken the name after
Definitely-
the bard became big.
definitely not. Definitely not. Priscilla, my Priscilla, come first.
Hashtag not my
Copycat.
Priscilla. Wow, that's.
What's a good like dumb pop name that this Priscilla would have? Like, I don't know.
Sally?
I don't know.
The perfect Priscilla. It's me, the perfect Priscilla.
I'm gonna do with like lightning or whatever. Like
Ooh, Storm Queen.
lightning.
Storm
bugs the
Queen,
birds.
That's
slay.
That- Yeah.
Wait, did you
Lady,
say that
the Lady
seems
of Lightning?
charged?
Huh?
Lady of Lightning, maybe? Ooh.
Lady of Lightning. Yeah, you're talking about that trash singer who came up with Lady of Lightning. No.
That sounds like an amazing song. If that's the
Terrible.
song.
Electrifying, maybe.
Yeah, electrifying.
It was
We should go see her at some point.
Okay. And then she goes ahead and she goes, and as for you, Mr. Suma, the thing I got to give you requires us to meet in private.
what are you gonna give him? What do you?
Sure.
Zisha is
Scandalous.
right here, Portia. Zisha is standing right there.
Yikes! Another one.
Turns,
Probably looks at Zisha and is like, I don't know anything about this.
Another one to the
Zisha
list,
turns,
guys.
and she says, "Oh, I know his type. As long as it's not royalty, it's not a threat." And the way I understand it, there were no bushes involved, so I think we're good on this front.
True.
So Portia takes you to a one room, in a
Oh, we're going
in the
now.
mansion,
Alright.
and she says, I see that you have gained the blessing of some of the wind folk up in the village.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check to see if you can disguise the fact that you all immediately
Yeah.
rush to put your ears
I
to the
am
door.
not. Eli respects privacy. He hopes you respect his too.
Don't worry. Me and you, we've got this, Ruby.
So, but just hear boom, 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 boom.
Don't worry, it's classic.
And she goes, I myself have spent a lot of time with windy folk, and honestly, in my experience, they're a pain in the ass. But
Well, your experience was with Nazaire, so your sample is biased.
yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like he reflects badly on all of them. But anyway, she says, are there any? What is something that you wish to do with the wind that you currently don't know how to?
I don't know how to. Gosh, well, I can already fly, so I suppose that's cool. Maybe... I suppose I would like to use it to... I don't know if you even can do this, but to sense things? Like, to read my surroundings by feel of the air, by smell or direction or intensity. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I know a lot of things, and I have a lot of experience with visions and memories. I could greatly accelerate your ability to learn this, but the process is arduous and may take a toll on you. But you could gain that ability.
How much of a toll would it take?
It would give you another point of exhaustion.
I'd say go for it.
Alright. You see she places 2 hands roughly on your face, scrunches your cheeks really quickly.
That's strong. That's strong.
And then you feel like like basically knowledge from Portia's galaxy brain from like being hundreds of years old and having like relived all the shit and like visions and stuff of like every time she saw Nazaire and Zariel perform this technique and just like blasts it into your brain. You feel, like you kind of watch them from a distance, and this is your first time kind of seeing them both. Young Nazaire is, he has much more of a stoop to his back that he's constantly like correcting and reminding himself to stand pin straight. He has like a kind of like a permanent scowl on his face and very like watchful, wary eyes. Zariel is like always kind of like lounged back and laid back, like always like joking to people. He's like the only person who can make Nazaire laugh on a consistent basis. And you can kind of like see, and you kind of see like the energy in the wind swirl around them as they're trying to sense these things out. And as that information enters you, you don't gain this ability immediately, but you figure maybe like once this exhaustion wears off, you will be able to do such things. I will say that it will give you advantage on perception checks whenever you are somewhere like where the wind is blowing. Not like actively blowing, but like when you're out. So probably if you're like down deep underground where there's like no wind. But like if you're out at sea, if you're out in the field, if you're somewhere where there's an open window. Yes, Gallet.
And if you break wind?
You can sense exactly what was eaten to produce that particular flavor.
I
That's
don't want
useful.
that. Can I give that one back?
That's too much
Hold
mental
on,
strain.
that-
That's too much.
That could be,
That's
that could
another
come
point
in
of
handy.
exhaustion right there.
Wait, you're allergic to shrimp. Get him to a doctor, quick.
And I will say that it will also, we can also say situationally it can be applied in other ways that would be kind of impossible to think of right now. But I'm sure there'll be situations where we'll be like, oh, do I smell this in the wind or whatever, stuff like that. I think you've been good about being creative about using the wind previously. So I think you won't have trouble with that. But yeah, your senses will become over time enhanced by your connection to the wind.
Whew, that reminded me of all the all-nighters I pulled when I was a young lad.
Really? Where'd you study, by the way? Were you self-taught?
How could you tell?
Just everything about you, I think.
I got you. Well, yes. Very, very much self-taught. Yes.
And, in my opinion, the best wizards always are.
Were you
The best
yourself?
wizards make both poor students and wonderful teachers, at least in my experience.
Hey, Ruby, do you think this is extremely biased?
Oh, most definitely. Most
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then she kicks the door open. You guys kind of walk stumbling back. All right, last one on my
whoa.
list. She just like stomps up to you, Alok, sizes you up.
Okay.
She says, "Give me your bow."
All right, and you'll reluctantly hand it over.
So compliant.
You take out the ethereal bow, and she says, "You ever wonder how Nazir got this?
Not really. I mean, he's rich.
I found it for him. We were
Oh,
out in the dungeon, and I said, guys, chill out. We're taking a short rest. I'm gonna go explore. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna go look for some stuff because I get bored. And also, Nezzy was being kind of a dick at the time, and I kind of just wanted to get away from him. And I was pretty much feeling fine anyway. So I went out. Anyway, she goes through the whole thing about like killing like 10 mimics in a row before finding this bow. And she says, so I am intimately familiar with it. I can for you. And you see she enchants your bow. It is now a +2 weapon.
it was a +1 before?
Was it not?
I don't think so.
Oh, then it's a +1 weapon now.
Okay, I was gonna say that's a.
In my head, I was like, it's +1 to whatever it was. So yeah, I
Oh,
thought
maybe
it
it
was +1 before.
is. Because I have +8 with it, which. Yeah, no, I guess it was +1.
Yeah, then it's a +2 weapon now.
Emergency 7. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. Cool. I'll take it. Dang.
And she goes,
Yeah,
well,
okay.
that's it for me. Have y'all decided where you want to go yet? Or you guys want something to eat breakfast or whatever?
Ooh,
Not
I wanna
steak,
divvy
by
this-
the way.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Scruffles, you want to eat the steak? You eat steaks?
The moment you say that, Scruffles already has it in his mouth.
All right then.
And what were you saying, Viv?
Just like maybe we should divvy everything up, maybe as we finish, and then also decide where we're gonna go.
I think I mean I'm gonna be partial to the teleport first idea, then fly later idea, but that's me.
I agree. I also would rather just travel straight to Mayura. I mean, because
we do have to pick up Nico no matter what, at least.
just
go ahead.
maybe it was just pure chance, but we came across that whole clock thing, the 2 clock dial thing, which was very important, you know, on our way to wherever we were going. I think it was to Yasar.
Zisha,
So-
do you have any ideas of what's between Yasar and Mayara that could be
Fine.
helpful?
She looks up and she says, well, there is the normal monsters of the Underdark that will likely be between you and Mayara. There's no shortage of dangers out on the roads. It is also, you may have some trouble entering the city. There's no guarantee that you will be able to, you will be allowed in. I can go ahead and write a letter of introduction for you in order to be able to pass through the gates. But as with most places in the Underdark, those from above are not considered to be as welcome as others. We have been, in the past, persecuted by those from above, have been driven down here for a reason. But you all are pretty creative people, so I suppose you may be able to do it. I think the trouble would be getting connections there in order to discover how to properly ascend into Barvault.
I mean, you can just go straight up, right? Like, you can just go straight up with shovels?
Not quite.
No?
Most of the drow tunnels between drow cities in the Underdark and the surface in Palea are usually well-kept secrets to all those other than the people in the community who use them. Most people don't travel to the surface. usually it is just the ruling government and those who have agents that like to travel back and forth, who are sort of in the know. You often have to know somebody who knows in order to find out. But, as I said, you are creative folks.
I think a letter of introduction from you and Gallet's Silver Tongue will do us enough.
I
That
could
we can
find us a
make
way
it.
up. I'll find us a way up. I feel like if that's the biggest difficulty we'll have no troubles at all.
Understood? I'll get right on it. You see, she very quickly. This is like a thing that she's done before. She very quickly.
Can
starts
you
drafting
write me a letter of recommendation?
Yeah, she's like, oh, this happens all the time.
I have a template.
It's mostly letters of apology to those who are
Mhm.
kind of the twins pissed off. But anyway, she gets cracking on that.
You guys
You
keep
see-
on talking about twins, and I've never met them. What's
Yeah,
going
where are
on?
they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
When you say
fucking
they went
about.
to Barvault, actually?
They did at one point. I don't know what they did up there, but I'm assuming it was mischief was involved.
Almost
Are they
certainly.
Wait.
criminals?
Almost certainly.
Yes, I would bet money on it.
Would they be good on the crew, do you think, Suma?
They're a bit unpredictable, but
They would be a fascinating addition, I must say.
Alright, well, maybe we'll meet up with them. Maybe we can have a nice talk over drinks.
no guarantees are still there now, but I suppose there's several ways of getting in contact with them. The sending spell, Suma has met them on many occasions. And you see Portia says, oh, by the way, I should warn you, if you go up through Mayara, you will be, let's say, circumventing the normal means of entering Barvault, which requires a lot of kind of like checking in at an embassy and like getting these passes and whatnot. If you are found without the appropriate like paperwork or insignia or whatever, that may cause problems for you in the city. So just as a word of warning, if you do take that path and ascend upwards, you may find yourself kind of having to lay low from the law or try not to have any interactions with the law while you're there.
If you teleported us there, would you teleport us outside of the city?
Yeah, like just outside. It's kind of like, from what I understand, Barvault is a very, there's like kind of tiers of where you can go in the city, and kind of like what you can bring to the city determines where you can go, if that makes sense. So if you kind of just like end up there without having checked in, it's usually taken as a sign of intrusion. You will be regarded with much suspicion.
But I assume
Well-
also the people of Mayara would also have access to fakes, right? I mean, like, that's what naturally would happen.
Yeah, I would imagine. You'd probably have to, find somebody to do that for you.
All right.
So they're aware of the Underdark, correct? Like they just haven't set up shop there for the visitors from the Underdark.
Likely it's more like probably like the Drow would disguise themselves coming up if they needed to. And part of that disguise would require some sort of like proof of like a passport, basically, to say like I'm here, I have the papers, I'm allowed to be here.
So they aren't aware of the Drow, or
not everybody is. Not a lot of common folk are not aware of Drow. You would imagine like the people who are higher up have more worldly knowledge would, but like the general masses have probably never seen a Drow, let alone like met one or like be intimate, acquainted with like who they are.
I'd still prefer to be able to get to Mayara first. It seems like, I don't know, I'm just getting a vibe that like that's the better course of action, even though it's harder. Can't explain it past that. Just letting. That's what I'm getting. Gut feeling, guys. Going to
That's
Mayara.
fine.
Mayara first. Seems like I feel like there's something there that we.
I mean, it could be on the way, it could be in Mayar, but I do feel like it's not worth missing. Also, we could stop on Copper on the way there,
That's always an option.
just in case.
No.
See what they have for magical shops or something. It's
This
always worth
is-
going there.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
they'll
a
have like a
level.
bounty there. You know, we haven't actually taken up a bounty, guys.
I think we need to go to Copper.
Like all
think
we
we're
have
being
is
led
Draga Hearth,
astray.
really, and Aramis, but like they're not right by.
But do we have a reason to not go there?
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
You see, Portia goes, you say Draga Hearth?
Oh, you might know her. Yeah. Alok's teacher, right?
Oh, she taught you?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you know her?
Well, I mean, a passing acquaintance. I mean, I know of her.
Did she rob you?
No, thankfully. She's too smart to do that.
Mm.
But I do know
Or you
her
missed
and
it.
Just
her
like
and
this.
Yeska
Oh,
have been
yeah.
involved for a while.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hey, that's a connection we could maybe get to Yeska.
I-
Let me go ahead and write that down.
I
That's-
don't think that she's part of the ring proper. The way I understand their structure is that there's people who are members, and then Yeska kind of has people that she calls on specifically outside the organization for special jobs, and Draga was one of them. Rumored to be one of the best thieves to ever live.
They've never even. Well, actually, no. Alok, I don't think he even steals from people. He is just sneaky. He's not exactly a thief.
Alok looks like the kind of guy who would break into a place to return
Return
a gold
books.
coin you dropped on the cobblestone road
Yeah.
somewhere outside town. You know what I mean? He seems like that kind of guy.
Like kinder than Robin Hood, to a fault. Robin Hood was a good person.
Yeah. He was a good guy. I remember him.
Yeah, he was real.
Who?
Yeah, I've read it in a book. It's like
Mhm.
the one that gives me something every day. Great book. I highly recommend it if you don't have it, Portia.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Okay,
It's a page turner.
It
It's
is.
a page turner.
Did you get last week's issue with the dragon, the moon dragon?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this moon dragon?
I'm literally the one who told you about it.
Man,
That's when that conversation happened. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I am.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just been checked out this entire time. I'm gonna be honest.
No, that's totally fine. Yeah, I mean, you guys can go ahead and head up to Mayara if you guys like. I will offer you a secondary. You could always fly to your star and fly back to me, and I can teleport you somewhere. Like, I didn't mean it to be like a one-time teleport. It was more like if you go somewhere too far, you'd have to kind of get back to me. But if you teleport somewhere close by and you can just make it back, I can then just poof you somewhere you need to go.
Oh, so we can just
Wait,
poof
Portia,
to Yassar, then come back, then poof to Mayara?
are
Have
we
you been
forgetting the
there?
most obvious choice?
Yeah, what's that?
Would
And
you
what-
like to join
Oh.
our little
The crew.
No,
sparkly
no, she's
crew?
retired, isn't she?
Yeah,
Well-
first of all, I'm retired.
wanna-
Second of all, I'm in hiding. Third of all, that sounds like a lot of work.
Well,
We
I mean, you
can
can hide on the
think-
boat. No one's ever found it.
What?
I don't know about that. Who knows? But
Who knows?
I will say that I do. I think that as things get closer to kind of coming to a head, I will have to leave this place eventually. It sounds like I'll probably be needed, but for now, I think I'll just stay in my workshop, enchanting things for what comes next. And I do want to get to the bottom of who destroyed Lagan. And
Yeah.
that's going to be a process that takes me a while to determine who might have cast that spell. But when I do find out, I will let you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for all your help, and I think if it's possible, then if everyone's cool with it, we'll get teleported to Yassar, fly back, then teleport to Mayara.
So do we want to go to Mayara?
Oh, I
and-
haven't been there specifically, but
Okay,
I have been
well-
to Barvault.
Okay, well then we'll just teleport to
We'll just do
Yassar,
Barvault.
and then we'll fly to Mayara. But
Okay.
it's fine. We'll be fine.
Okay. You see, Azisha goes, I would like to stay because I would like to lead the people of Kalsana to Yassar in person. It would be quite uncool
Yeah,
if I didn't go
yeah.
with them.
I got teleported here. I'm royalty. Yeah, I definitely
Besides,
understand.
I feel as if I've gotten stronger after meeting Portia for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel stronger.
Don't
Like
we
Oh,
all?
me too,
like
actually.
I'm maybe level 7 now, or so whatever that means. I would like to stay with them to make sure that they are well defended on the trip back
Smart.
to Yasana.
Yeah, that seems
Cool.
pretty apt. Hey, so just quick question, because like Atsuma's talked about it a little bit, but like I'm sort of out of this. I'm out of this sort of relations like area, political. You're taking over the position of your mother? Is this a coup?
That is correct.
Is it a bloody coup?
It doesn't have to be.
That's not not a yes or no, Zisha. It's a maybe?
My mother has hinted to me that this was going to happen eventually. She also implied that it would be an arduous task for me to do so. I'm simply going to accelerate the process.
I'm sorry to hear about that. If you need help in a bloody coup, we're bloody alright. Except Alok. Alok's gonna he's gonna knock her out, and then you're gonna have to do the finishing blow, which at that point Alok's gonna blame himself for. So maybe we stay out of this one. But if you need someone, you got
I think
us.
that I'll be quite alright.
Okay.
The less blood involved in this coup, the better, in my opinion.
Oh, well, then
I've
Alok's
already
perfect.
seen enough drow dead for a lifetime.
Alright then. Thank you for all your help.
Anytime, Captain. Yeah, so are you guys ready to just teleport over?
I
I
mean,
did want to talk to her before we left.
oh yeah,
but-
you go ahead.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You can go first. I don't know how long mine might
Oh
be.
no,
Probably, hopefully not long.
I was just asking if she has enough if teleport can bring all our Yumbats.
4 of us and 4 bats, right?
Yeah,
That's 8.
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
Creatures, it doesn't specifically say like humanoids or anything. It just says creatures. So yeah, the bats can come.
Okay.
Right. So you just like pull her aside, or kind of like as she's walking
Yeah,
out.
I guess as everyone's like, oh, we're getting ready to go, I'm like, can I?
Yes,
True.
of course, your thing that you wanted to say.
Sorry, I'm being terrible.
No, it's quite adorable. Don't apologize.
All right, I shut the door and listen to see if anyone else is on the other side.
Just immediately.
Okay, well, I brought this up, so I'm the one that must do it. I reach into my bag or whatever, and I pull out the little ring box.
Oh. This is the proposal. Okay.
This is so stupid. Yeah, he just pulls it out and he's like glow blushing and can't even like look at her. But he like looks at it and he's like, I know I'm not doing this the traditional way, but you and I have never done anything traditionally, so hopefully that's not a deal breaker. I have been traveling for a little while and with my friends on our ship, and every night as I fall into my trance, I would think about you and how I wanted you to experience things that we were experiencing. I just wanted to share my life with you. I wanted you to be there, for me to be with you together. And he's just like completely falling apart. And I wanted to, when all this is over, I don't care about being an adventurer or a hero or anything, or a powerful wizard like Portia. I don't care about that. I only care about being the husband and father that I should have been all those years ago. And so I got this, and he opens it.
Her eyes kind of like.
And like
Her eyebrows,
then
like,
looks
go
up
up.
through like underneath his sort of eyelashes and is like, eh?
Yeah, she smiles and she says, "You've always had a way of making stuttering and stumbling appear extremely charming. I've never known if there was ever a kind of magic I've known you to have. That has to be one of them." You see, she looks a bit taken aback. She's admiring the ring, and she says, "My heart has been yours for longer than I can remember. Our lives have been intertwined for as long as I can remember. If you're asking for my hand, I should say that you've always had it. It would be an honor to have you by my side. I cannot wait to spend eternity with you."
Cool. That's really cool.
You alright?
Um,
That took a lot out of you, didn't it?
Yeah, I got another level of exhaustion actually. And weirdly enough, there's still one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, and this is the hardest one. Confessing to you is easy. I mean, I know I blushed and I blustered, but it was easy compared to you may have noticed, or may not, looking at this, that it is made of interlocking rings, of which there are 3. I don't think I need to tell you what that means. You know me well enough, and you certainly know me well enough to see the extremely embarrassing blushing that I do whenever a certain someone comes up in the conversation. Now, I have to tell you, we have always walked our path together, and any other path that I might walk could never diminish the one that I walk with you. It is not instead of or more than. It is a journey of alongsides. If it hurts your heart too much for it to be a shared journey, you know that I could never give up on you. But I have long walked in 2 worlds, as you know. And it is a choice that I hope I wouldn't have to make. I have the room in my heart, but I know it's complicated.
It always has been. You have no idea how many of my friends laugh every time I refer to you as my It's Complicated. It's like people just don't understand the concept for some reason.
I really don't think it's that hard to understand,
I feel
but
like it's actually quite simple despite the name.
yeah. Well, can't blame them for trying.
She kind of like looks down a bit and she says, "We've done this for long enough that I think we're both quite used to the dance, the back and forth. Would I prefer it if you were able to stay down here forever? Perhaps." You see she strokes your cheek, the glowing from the blushing skin of you, like the touch is electric, and you feel that it's not one of, there's no anger here, maybe a bit of bittersweetness, but not pain. She says, "But you belong in the sun. You always have. And to keep you away from it for the rest of your life wouldn't make either of us happy." She says, "I would like to meet the boy, though."
Well, we got this cool new teleportation item. I could steal it in the middle of the night from Gallet, and we could have a rendezvous. Or some other.
Sounds like a plan. I just wish to let him know that.
To be honest, I think that when he meets you, he might die, but then that would be another problem solved for you, so...
Honestly, yes. I was gonna say that should I meet him, I think the first words out of my mouth would be that if he ever hurt you, I'd skin him alive.
I know you would. I love you for it.
Now go on then. Are you going to put the ring on me or not?
Yes, of course. I will do the thing. I'll put it first on hers and then on mine. Yep, that's fucking classic.
That's Zisha. I think that's pretty in character.
She looks down at it, smiles, and she says, "We've always been an unconventional pair, but I've always thought that that's what made us beautiful."
I wouldn't want to be too normal, you know?
Normal is quite overrated.
I think so.
I think the fact that we were able to bring together two cultures, two perspectives, meet in the middle and create something better, that is always one of the things I've cherished most.
I would agree with you there.
I'll be here.
And I'll be back.
You better.
Someday. Hopefully, this time, with our daughter.
If you can, keep that bitch alive. I'd like to put the finishing touches myself.
Understood.
And you guys spend a little more private time together, conversing. Zoom out of that little room and give these newly engaged elves some privacy.
Well.
As we zoom out, you see in the dining hall, Portia's like, "So what do you think is happening in there?"
Wait, I can't believe it. I didn't see that coming.
It's a really nice bed. So I'm just, they've been in there for a while.
I'm sure probably not much. They talk a lot, so it's probably nothing new.
They do talk a lot.
Yeah.
I think you know what they're probably doing crossword puzzles in there. Like they that's
Can't figure it
Yeah.
out.
And she goes, "Oh my god, I forgot to do my wordle today. God damn it."
Fucking glyph of warding.
I'm gonna just go over here and I'm gonna summon Fields.
Hi.
Oh, that was quick. Hey. Sorry about that giant arrow impaling you. Yeah, I didn't realize that was gonna happen immediately once I opened the door.
Yeah, that was kind of rough.
Yeah, sorry about that. But hey, you're back.
Yeah, I feel good.
That's good, that's good.
The air is better here. It's less like, deathy.
Yeah, we're bringing some of that death, though, with us. They're just letting you know.
Oh,
We got little bottles
Okay.
of it.
feels like a bad move, but cool.
Hey, it sounded a lot better if you were there.
What did you need me for?
Oh, no, I just wanted you here.
Oh, cool.
I just got my shoulder.
And we kind of like cut back into the room after a little bit. And see, she goes, "When all this is over, we're going to have a proper wedding, even if we have to do it amidst the ashes. You understand?
Yeah.
I've had
Do
a
I
dress
have
picked out for a
to-
while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to. Here's the thing. I really want to see, but I know that's bad luck.
It is.
Do I have to invite my parents?
You know,
I feel like I don't want
I
to.
feel like, I mean, odds that they survive.
Low.
I don't know. Far Isles shit, though, maybe. I don't know.
Perhaps. Have you checked on them in a while?
No.
Perhaps you could ask Portia.
Yes, perhaps I could. Well, anyway, I'm definitely going to be planning the wedding in my mind the entire time. No idea what I'm going to wear.
Well, I have it on good authority that you have a talented tailor aboard your ship, so perhaps you could ask
The
them.
most talented. We're actually picking him up, I think.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
On the way.
Well, I shouldn't keep the people waiting any longer. The ring is quite beautiful.
Thank you. It was, what was her name? Ambrosia or something? No, that's a different NBC. What was her name? I don't remember.
I made it up on the spot when you asked to
it was
go
really
to a
cool.
jeweler.
It was
are we
like a
talking
single word name. The
It was
jeweler
a single word.
lady.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like-
I think I probably have it. Let me see.
Do you have it?
I might. Let's see. Dorothy Salvadorica.
No.
Shadow.
It was a single word. Fuck.
It doesn't matter.
It,
For
yeah.
who? Who were we talking about?
The
I'm trying to
jeweler
remember
that
the
did-
jeweler dwarf lady's name.
In where?
In
In
Yasar.
Yasar.
It was like
I might have wrote it down.
Allure or something. That wasn't it. But... Anyway,
It was like, I think it was like a noun or something like that.
I don't
it
have
was
it.
something. But
I didn't write
anyway,
it down.
Olga?
I named.
Is that someone else?
No, that was the hag lady or the
Oh.
soup lady.
Oh, you mean Olga?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
bye.
I assume we
Wonderful.
come back out into the room.
Yeah, you come back into the room.
I am-
Everyone looks at you immediately.
falling
Like,
apart.
like everything's dead silent. You guys walk in.
She goes, "Well, I'm off. Good luck out there. Don't die. I've grown attached."
We barely had any
Great.
conversations, and I don't think you've ever even talked to Alok.
We talked once. I asked him about
think
the funeral
twice.
rites of his people.
I think there was another time after that we talked as well.
Yes,
Wow,
it was a
that's two
close call, though.
conversations?
We almost hit our
Two,
limit
yeah.
there.
Oh, that's enough. That's
Actually,
enough.
we exceeded it. It should have been one, but
Really?
But now this counts.
yeah.
was it,
there you go,
was
3.
it twice? Let me think. And you see with her left
I'll watch the
hand,
VODs.
with her left hand, she very, like, kind of, like, ostentatiously shows off the ring. I'm like, I wonder.
I'm gonna make a
Hmm.
perception check just to see if I even
I-
notice.
Huh. Yeah, go. Yeah, all you give me a perception check to see if you notice the ring.
You don't have a
Gallet-
beard. Right? That doesn't work as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
don't notice.
I don't think
shit.
Alec would understand.
Incredible.
Like see, Ruby, no beard. It just doesn't work without beard.
Let's see if I
you
even
can
see
do
it,
but like,
but-
I don't know.
I feel like even if I saw it, oh,
This is
do I see it?
accurate.
Nah.
This is 100% accurate.
I'm too busy trying to think about how many
I'm
times we
grand
talked.
for all of you. That's not even funny.
Yeah.
You see Portia just kind of smiles and goes, Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
I've heard that one before.
Sorry, it's Dwarvish.
Oh.
Or, I don't know. It's Celestial, whatever.
Jewish is celestial, huh?
Gesundheit.
Ah, yeah.
Bless you.
Dreidel.
Cool. Should we just say dreidel?
Oh my
No.
god.
Yeah, cool. So, Zisha goes, well, I will be on my way.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Kiss.
She kisses you.
Whoa! They're in a
Like-
relationship.
like I think she does it in a way where like she doesn't care like who's looking and just kind of like goes for it.
Oh my.
And I think all of you
Okay.
have that weird like, oh god, mom and
Yeah.
dad, stop it kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You guys were doing
Portia's
that in
just
your
the
like-
room.
feeling
You
where
don't
you've
have to do
never
it
seen
here.
your like grandparents kiss before, and you're like, "Ooh, you do that?"
She goes, well, don't be children about it. We've, held off pretty well while we were in the middle of a mission, but this is peacetime.
What will
And,
your sugar daddy say about this, Uma?
I sure would like
We'll
to know
see.
as well.
Mhm.
And she heads out. It is just the 5 of you now.
Hi, Zisha.
Bye, Ruby. I liked you best, to be honest. And walks out.
I'll remember that.
Hey. Yeah, no, I knew it.
And here I was being all nice.
That's why I was the ring bearer.
Ring bear.
You have to officiate, by the way.
Ah.
Alright, everyone ready to skedaddle into Laporto?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
As she's casting it on us and like the runes begin to form and we're about to teleport, Gallet like thinks it for a while she's doing it. Hey, wait a moment! You had something to give everyone else but me, except the necklace, which I did on my own. You said, so that means you knew, and then we teleport.
Yep. And by the way, she has modified teleport so that she can choose not to go with. Because it feels weird that you can't already do that. Cool. You guys like feel, it's like a tugging at the ends of your limbs and like kind of at your skin, and finally like the core of your body is like a pulling that comes from beyond and within until you're like engulfed in light and scattered through space, through the Underdark, a billion tiny motes of energy that zips through the tunnels and reconverges point by point in a flash. You materialize, dizzy and unstable, in that little plaza where one road leads up to the palace, and there's like it's the same plaza. The magic shop is right there. The Pigeon Rose is like down all the way down the spire, as well as like the potion lady is kind of like halfway in between. And you have arrived in Yasar. You see your Yumbats are like, that was very uncomfortable, Dara says in your mind, Ruby. And Scuffle goes, I feel funny. And you guys poof back into Yasar. Yeah.
Can we take a short break right now? I gotta use the restroom, and Liz is already
Yeah, for sure. This is like a good time, I think.
gone. Yeah.
Go for
Ruby.
it. So, this is interesting. I expected you guys to go straight to Barvault, but I'm gonna have to make a whole city now.
You were really hinting at it.
Yeah.
Ah.
I tried, but I'm not gonna stop you from not going there. I mean, you guys can go there eventually, but I just gotta flesh out the city more beyond what I originally had there. Oh, interesting.
What?
I just thought of some stuff. That's all.
Oh.
Just thought
Some
of
stuff to get us to Copper, you mean?
Yeah. Haven, baby! Oh, look, there's only one tunnel up. It goes straight to Capra. Interesting.
That's weird.
Good.
Awfully inconvenient in a convenient way.
Ain't it?
I just felt like, I don't know. It's like we were talking about it last time. Like, it's nice. It'd be nice to have a little, like, just like chill time before we head straight back to like mission stuff and like hunting down the ring and yeah.
I mean, it's ostensibly, you are going the more dangerous route. That's what I'm trying to say.
But then, okay, like, my question is, what if we just went back to Portia and we teleported to Barvault and then just went down? Isn't it easier to go down than it is like to go up? Like,
I
into the
would
Underdark?
say you would have to find someone in Barvault who knows how to go down to Mayara in order to do so.
Oh.
It would be
I feel like-
if you went to Mayara first, you for
Uh-huh.
sure could probably find somebody who has like knows how to go up. But if you went to Barvault, it's a lot less likely you find someone who knows how to go down, because the down is a secret and the up is not. If that makes sense.
Right, but then the up is like the part that's more official too, right? Like where
Yeah,
like reading
yeah,
papers and
yeah.
stuff.
If you guys do want to check out Mayara, I think it would be safer to go to Barvault
Mhm.
first and then descend, but more difficult to find that information. If you guys went to Mayara and then went up, you'd see both places, but it would be a little sketchier on the way up, and you'd have to find somebody who's in the know. But that would be more readily found than if you went the other way. That makes sense.
Yeah. There was somebody we were supposed to. Was that Barvault? We're like in the bar, the Rose, whatever bar.
The Kitchen Rose.
Yeah, wasn't there somebody who like wanted to go to Barvault, or was that the person
No,
who?
somebody wanted to go to Kalsana.
Oh,
And
okay.
that was Sato's sister.
Okay, right.
Who probably has made it to Yasar by now.
The Barvault person was the original, like when we were back at Shield headquarters, they wanted to like.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would imagine
Who
that
was
person's
that?
probably there now. You never met them because you never checked out that job. You just saw saw the listing and you're like, "Fuck that! It's not enough money."
Yeah.
And so you did this first. Yeah, which was a lot more fun. I think meeting Beta was a cooler way of like kind of going about stuff. Rip Beta.
Who's Data?
No.
Beta's Deta.
Deta, yeah.
Data.
Beta's Deta.
Also, my
I
cat
could-
is so cute.
Oh, sweet.
So sweet.
So sneaky.
Yeah. Except they always run away from me. So that's kind of
I
upsetting.
mean, he's like a shy boy.
He is
they're
a
both-
shy boy.
Both of my cats are scaredy cats. They don't really like people. So
Scaredy cat.
yeah, more so than other cats.
Okay. I really gotta go Galaxy Improv brain on this one.
I mean, do you think we'll get there in this session?
Yeah. I mean, I'm personally over the Underdark in terms of like forcing you guys to go through a bunch of encounters just to get places. So I think I will mostly like you guys are fully rested, level 7 with new shit. I think whatever you fight on the way there won't be too terrible. Yeah. Although Suba does have 2 points of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So there is that.
So you had disadvantage on that persuasion check, huh?
Which persuasion? I didn't make one.
The one who convinced her to marry you.
Oh, well, clearly I did well anyway.
Yeah,
so it
You're
doesn't matter.
functionally already married, to be honest.
This is true.
I don't know.
The DC
It
was not
It
high.
seems to be an open marriage at the very least.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine. That can be okay.
that can be okay.
Yeah, but did you
Um,
check in with her beforehand? You probably
don't know.
did. It seems like something.
I don't know. In character, out of character, what is life?
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
By the way, did we split up the stuff, or is everyone just like?
Yeah, you guys can
are
like
we
divvy
gonna
that up.
are we gonna share it? Like we can just share it if we want to.
If you
I'm
like.
okay
I
with
mean,
us
it
sharing
might be good to know like who's holding what at what time, so
I-
that you're not like deciding that on the spot. And
Yeah,
some
I'm
stuff is
taking
like,
some stuff.
yeah.
If I could take the pen.
I'll take the purse then.
I'd appreciate that.
It's a nice little purse on me. All right.
Little fanny pack.
Yeah.
Cool.
Puss. Wait, who wants the pooch and who wants the pot? And
I'll take the teapot.
I feel like one of
Fitting.
you guys should have the pooch, maybe a because like I have familiars up the wazoo. Like I can effectively do that. So having someone else have the capabilities, probably smarter.
Maybe Alok.
Alok seems like he'd have the most use for it. Or, I don't know, I feel like Ruby could have some fun stuff that can be done with that. So, either you guys, I'd say.
Ruby and animals. though.
Oops. I did not mean
Yeah,
to
but
do
it's a
that.
dead animal, so, you know, it's different.
It's not a dead animal.
It's a ghost. It's a dead animal.
Cool. Let's go ahead. So you guys have arrived in Yasar. What do you do whilst here?
All right,
Are
let's...
you gonna set off the same day? Are you like leaving straight from here
Whoa,
like right now?
we have to find Nico.
After you do stuff?
Yeah, well, we're planning to leave, I think, pretty much, like, get stuff and leave. Is that the plan? I mean, no one has stuff to do here. Like, this place isn't that poppin'. Wait! Darn it, I don't know if it counts. Zuma.
Ne-
There was a girl at the bar a long time ago that was looking for her brother.
Okay.
Does that
Oh,
count?
wow.
Did you see her?
No, I was not there at the time.
Ah, you weren't there!
Sorry about that.
Okay, before we go, we need to check in on that bar to see if maybe she's anywhere near. Because we did find her brother.
Cool.
I did well. I could ask. I can send to Sato and see if he reunited with his sister. If that's what you're asking.
I think we literally met him, what? I know, 2 days ago, so but he's not on a Yumbat. He's walking and he's injured. I think he's still on his way here. Or is getting here around now.
I don't really know.
Oh well, we can do that later. Let's first start finding Nico, because I'm worried. Should you sending him?
Yeah.
Certainly can. Sure. Yeah, I'll just send him a quick message being like, "Where are you?"
Where are you?
Just
And other
where are
stuff.
you? No. Okay.
No, it has my classic intro and outro, but
What's your
That's
classic
the
intro?
gist.
What's your catchphrase?
Yeah.
I don't have a catchphrase.
Give us
I
the
don't
your
know.
sign
I
off.
probably if I am not like short. If I have a short message, I don't need all my words. I'd probably be like, "Hi, Nico. We're in Yasar. Just wondering where you were, so we can continue on. If everything's okay, let us know."
Okay. You reach out to Nico. After a short while, you hear, fuck.
Alright, let's go.
Monsieur
Wind up
Suma, I am in the soldiers' quarters. I have spent my time well here, and I was wondering if perhaps I could stay here.
Oh.
Ew. I probably like hearing that in my head. Just say like, "Ooh."
I miss Nico a lot, actually. I'm happy we'll be catching back up with him. It's
Well,
been a bit.
folks, he's in the soldiers' quarters. We can easily find him. I know where that is.
Okay. Great.
But it sounds like he's interested in staying here instead of continuing on with us.
I think we need to
I'd
talk to him in
expect that.
person.
Of course, yes. I'm not going to send him another message, but I think we should
Yeah,
definitely.
let's
I
go.
just wanted you to know that before
Yeah,
we.
yeah. That's
went
a
in.
pretty big bomb to drop. Did he
I'm not
sound happy?
surprised, but
Like he's like, oh, I'm with my loved one?
that's what I thought. I mean, but I could be wrong. I hope it's happy. I hope he's happy.
Alright, I'm gonna start going at a brisk pace, then stop, then go to Suma. I don't
Do
know which
you
way we're going.
know you where you're going?
I don't know which way we're
All
going.
right, it's this way.
Alright, brisk pace.
Hey, you guys walk there or fly there?
That's fine, that's fine. I don't want to, I'm...
Sure. Yeah, we could
Yeah.
fly to the palace and then park outside.
Yeah, you whoosh over in that direction. Couple sort of like, oh, what the fuck was that? I've never seen a non-drow ride a Yombat before. People but people I think eventually kind of remember you from when you first came here. Kind of move out of your way. You enter into kind of like the barracks where like the soldiers sleep. And one of the larger rooms actually, as the Boo is in fact, a higher ranking officer of the the militia here in Isar. You guys kind of knock on the door, and you hear, "Well, that was fast. Come in, please." You see that he opens the door. You look at Nico, and Nico looks different. His head is bowed somewhat. His eyes... Go ahead and give me an insight check on Nico
I'm
right now.
worried about him.
A nat 20 insight. Okay. Suma, you look at Nico, and you see somebody who has just had to face an extremely harsh truth, and who is not taking it well. You imagine that he's learned something that's kind of like rocked him, and that the decisions he's making right now are being fueled by this emotional state. You note, like kind of the bags under his eyes, the tears. You notice that he's not wearing his clothes. He's wearing kind of like a shirt that's too big for him. Like he's kind of been sleeping here and has kind of been wearing Kai's clothes, while Kai is presumably at this moment probably off, doing rounds or manning someplace. Nico sits down. You see his instruments are kind of like scattered about on a table. He goes, "Captain, it is very, very good to see you."
Yeah, you're looking a bit different yourself. How are you holding up?
I am... Things have changed. I have learned things. Remembered things. Oh, thank you very much, Miss Ruby. This is very good tea.
How's, were you able to hit it back up with Kai relatively easily?
Yes, but not easily. There were some challenges that I did not anticipate. Very clever, by the way, to lead me into his trap. I did not know that he would be there when I came. I was very much blindsided.
Sorry, I thought the reuniting would be a happier one, I think.
It is not the reuniting that is unhappy, it is the circumstances.
Yeah. We can't change many of those circumstances currently. Working on it, for sure. But, it's gonna remain like that for foreseeable future.
How long have you known about what I am?
like a few days after we were, contacted to protect the ship. Like once I guess basically once we were given the ship, that's when we knew. So like less than 2 months, I think.
See.
I have nothing good to say about not notifying you or the crew. There's currently nothing that can be done about it. And I am not even sure if you guys would remember us telling you. So I just wanted to avoid this horrible situation until we could fix it. Because I know we can fix it. But it's just time, which you have.
More than I ever realized I had.
Yeah.
You've been dead a very long time, Monsieur Gallet.
I believe that.
I believe something about this. And he holds up the amulet that Ruby and Suma made. Is allowing me to realize that. I can feel something at the edges of my consciousness that doesn't want me to know. But for the moment, I can know. I had to be told multiple times by my love how sad it is to reunite with someone who has had so much time to grieve you, to mourn you, to forget you. It is like attempting to light a fire from ashes. We are managing, but I cannot help but wonder if this love is meant for the living. You say you may be able to undo what has been done to me. But does that mean I will return to life, or does that mean I will move on to where I need to be? Where I should have gone long ago?
I don't know for sure, but it's possible that your time has passed. But I'll look into making sure everyone can find a way out and live their lives without compromising it any further. But with this time that you do have, use it.
Second chance.
Actually, third. You chose the second chance.
I suppose that it would almost be romantic if it were not so sad.
I mean, romance and tragedy pretty hand in hand from what I've seen. Actually, I haven't seen him much with romance, actually. It's basically just been Suma, and Suma's weird.
It was
But
pretty weird, yes.
yeah.
Shame.
Like
But
I
like in a
assume
good way.
it's not like a normal thing. Like you and Kai aren't like that, right?
No, he's a sweet man. Not the brightest, but, very sweet.
Oh, that sounds great. I'd love to meet him at some point. Someone that good that would bring you away from the ship. That's gotta be someone. That's gotta be a little bit.
Do you think I am doing the right thing?
You're wanting to live. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's life on the ship as well?
Yeah, there is, and there will be. It's you right now. If you want to stay here, yeah, I can grant you shore leave. But you're always going to be a part of the ship. So if you ever need to come back, it's not like we're going to boot you off. Spend your time with him. And if you spend that whole time there, then I'll be coming to visit you. And I'm going to probably have a way to fix. Actually, it would be Suma and Ruby that would probably solve the whole thing, but like, I'll take credit. I'm the captain.
Be very careful when you make promises like that, Captain.
I've made a lot of promises.
I expect them to be kept.
I'm trying my best.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I don't know the rest of that.
You see, he says, if ever you are in dire need of my services, send for me. I can remove the amulet and return to you.
Only if we need to. I'll get up and give him a nod. Nico, you are granted
Oui?
shore leave until further notice.
Aye, aye, Capitan.
All right, and I'm gonna leave.
You walk out, and you see Nico locks eyes with you, Ruby. He says, I do wish to apologize for that one time that I approached you while I was very drunk. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot.
That's okay. We're long past that.
Perhaps. You see, he looks and he says, I will miss you very much.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you too. Yeah.
Please,
Aw.
would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Take care of Suzanne for me. She is very reckless, she does not know her limits, and she often gets herself in situations she should not. Also, if you could, prevent her from sneaking in here to kill me for leaving the ship.
Doable. We will have to ensure she'll never get an amulet for that to
Yes.
ensure your safety. Yeah.
I would
Okay.
like, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Because if she got in here to kill me, I would forget so many things. And I would not like to do that.
I understand. How long do you think you're going to be gone?
As long as it takes for me to remember properly what living is like. But
Hey, I'll put
you-
down 2 weeks for your papers. I don't know how much time you have off, but we'll just say you have 2 weeks. You probably
Okay.
have accrued enough hours at this point.
Very well.
Do you think you'll be able to love again, even if you don't think you're alive?
I think that the passion and the intensity and the fervor with which I love is the only thing that lets me feel as if living is still possible. When I am in his arms, life, death, it all ceases to matter. It is only love. If you ask me if there is any force more powerful than either life or death, I would have to say it is love. I promise you all have not heard the last of my glorious singing voice, but the curtains must close on everything. Otherwise, we would not know when to go home. Take care, and I hope you all stay safe.
If you find yourself needing a project to occasionally take your mind off of things,
What is it?
I had a request for you. I'll
well.
show him my ring.
Sacre bleu! You are getting married?
Yes.
And then Ruby and Alok, Gallup walked out. Ruby and
Yeah.
Alok, this is the first time you're realizing about the ring.
Hey, what? What?
Obviously back there before we left, I proposed, didn't I? You really weren't listening. Wow, I thought you would. You usually do. Anyway, yeah, I
How did
proposed
we?
to Zisha in the other room when you guys were talking.
We're usually so perceptive. How did we? How did we miss
Actually,
I don't know. But Nico, you have my measurements, and I wouldn't trust anyone else with this. You understand?
I have not forgotten them since I took them.
So, I have no idea what I want, but I trust you implicitly, and do your worst.
Monsieur Sumain, I will craft you the greatest piece of clothing the world has ever seen.
Thank you.
And do not worry, the next time you come to the SR, the whole of the city will know your names.
No doubt about that.
Nico pulls you in for a hug, Suma,
Hug him.
and then
Big
whispers in your
hugs.
ear, make sure you use sending to tell me all the latest gossip. It is the thing I will miss the most.
You know I will.
He's gonna start up his book again, 100%.
Mm-hmm. I for sure
Yeah, the
have
shipping
a,
chart.
like a tier on like a cheesy tier.
He says, I do not know why you are crying. This is not goodbye forever.
I am not.
This is simply a au revoir.
Yes, we will. We will see you again. There's no doubt about that.
I am too glamorous for you to get rid of me forever.
That is true. It's like glitter, and it sticks to everything.
He prestidigitates a little bit of glitter. He says, where are you off to now?
Mayara?
We gotta get the gauntlets.
Well, yes, we're getting the gauntlets, and
But how are we gonna get the gauntlets?
I
probably
have an
buy them.
IOU.
Wait,
Thingy.
is this all in character now?
Yeah, I will say we kind of smash cut
Okay,
from that
okay.
to like you guys walking out, having dried any tears that may have
Yeah,
spilled.
I got like red
Um,
eyes when they come out. Hey.
There, Gallet.
Yes. We should really get that gauntlet stuff. How much money? That's 1,200. Okay, what can we sell? What can we
I
sell?
imagine we have the
write me
funds by
this.
now.
I don't know how
Well, I have
much of a
nothing.
discount give me, but
You have a discount? Why didn't you say that
I think-
before?
well, I just said it, didn't I?
What?
You did?
That doesn't change that it wasn't
You did.
said in the past. Okay. Let's go.
My coupon.
Great. You all go back down to Yasa's shop. You see the little Wonder Dark, the little, neon sign lights up, and the little like these block letters that like, start flashing different colors. You open the door, and you see it says, well, look who has come back into my store.
Oh, yes, I have
Yeah.
something very exciting to tell you.
Look what the Yombat dragged in, huh?
Huh?
You look tired, Sumalai.
I do, and do you know why? You're going to love it.
Why is this? Why? Explain to me this.
I killed a mind flayer in close combat.
You killed it. You
Melee.
kill a mind flayer.
Yeah,
Where do you find a mind flayer?
over in Calcena.
No shit.
I mean, to be fair, the others.
No
there
shit.
and
I have
helped.
a cousin who lives there.
Really? What's the name?
His name
No,
is Yoza.
Well, the thing is, all of them
You help
were
him. You help him. You
named
help my
like-
cousin.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he might have been
That
number
is-
17 or something, but
That is absolutely wonderful to hear. Well, I'm sure that that must have been quite a feat. You all participated in this killing of a mind flayer. This happened in real life.
I'm not, yes.
I kind of helped. It was just.
That is very good. Very good. That is wow. What a beautiful thing to have done as a group together. But do you know my one problem with this?
Huh.
What is it?
Close combat, Sumalai.
That's the part I thought you would
This
like.
is not the role of a wizard. This is not what you do.
I know. Well, look, I'm paying for it. You see the bags under my eyes.
He looks at you,
Mm.
Alok, and be like, "You look very perceptive. Did he cast fireball? Did he use a spell? Big boom. Did he do boom?
There may have been a big boom. I don't. There's
No,
a
he
lot
did
of.
not.
There's a
He
lot
did
going
not
on.
big boom. He did not big boom.
No
There
big
were
boom.
several fireballs. None of them were cast by
I don't
me.
think he did.
Yeah,
no.
we were
Did he
hit by
counterspell?
fireballs for sure.
Did he do counterspell for a fireball, or was?
That was me. Hi, hey Yalza. I played it perfectly. I was just
Did
out
you
of
really?
range for a
Look
psychic
at this
attack.
wizard over here.
It was
Now
perfect.
now
That-
this is a man who knows
Hmm.
how to fucking use magic.
I am a
Yeah, he
great
stands
ranged
back.
combat.
I bet the mind flayers never even got a look at you. I bet
Oh,
because
I
you're
was really- yes.
you are very smart. You stay in
120
the back.
feet minimum type, you know?
This is fucking beautiful.
I
This
know,
is
I
how
know.
it is done. Shumarai, why you not learn from this one?
I
No.
never learn, honestly.
I don't
That's
think
my
he
biggest
needs to
flaw.
learn from him. I don't
Yeah,
think he needs
you do not think so?
Hey, Yalza. It's okay. I need meat, you know? I need a meat shield. This works out for me. Let me do me.
Yeah, that is very well. I mean, you do seem to be
Wait, how
lacking a
much-
tank.
There's not much
Uh,
meat on this to be a shield for you.
What?
To be
Yeah, I'm
fair.
sorry, Jerky.
Yeah, you see, he looks at you,
Okay.
Ruby, and he says, "You say you know he does not need to learn from Mr. Garrett over here, but which of them looks like they just got pooped out of a hook horror's anus, right? Is it the one who went close combat? Is it the one who stayed in the back?
I mean, he's not responsible for looking the way he is. Gallet, how many times did you go down again? How much damage did you sustain again?
Don't think I went down once.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
Gallet
well,
did hide a lot.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that fight.
I think I was the only one that never went down.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Hey, range
did-
combat,
but you
pretty
did-
good.
You did get a lot of damage, though.
In fact, the thing that
Oh
brought
yeah,
most
no,
of us
Ruby
down
did
was
a great job.
Fireball.
Let's not lie. Our healer did a heal, and the heal was great for me.
Had I not
Um,
healed, he would not.
I'd be 240 feet away.
He
Well?
might look so good right now.
Okay, well, go ahead and can you guys all give me a group charisma check?
Aw, guys, look cute.
Did what I say add a negative to it? That we all got knocked down by
Hey,
Fireball?
I'm
Oh,
lovely.
shit.
I'm absolutely lovely.
Oh shit! That's
The two ranged. He
That's
loves
negative
us.
21.
We're both
Oh
ranged.
my god!
There's just something
Okay.
about us. Nice
You
new
see,
bow
you-
from Alok.
You see, he looks over at you guys, and I think Suma, you're able to kind of slide him the paper from Zisha, and he says, "You came here for the gauntlets, did you not?
You know as well.
Well." You see, he turns, he kind of like walks off for a bit, and then I give him a cat. I don't remember what I named the cat because I named it off the spot.
Balthazar. I think.
Balthazar, how do you remember that? That is correct. You see, he goes, "Balthazar, come bring the gauntlets," and you see that the fucking cat goes, "Meow," like, and goes off. Tries to, like drags this heavy ass box over, and he goes, "Thank you very much. You're you're the best little cat. Okay." He lifts the little chest onto the table, and he says, "It seems to me that at least some of you understand how to very, strategically and effectively, wield power in the middle of a battle. So, for you, I give you
For
discount.
free?
Not
That's
for
too
free.
much.
I need
That's
to.
too
I need to
much.
make a
No,
living as well.
We insist. We'll give you some gold coins.
But it was 1,200 gold before. I cut it in half for you.
That's very fair. Thank you very much. Give us 1 second. Okay, how much gold do we all have? In total, I have 295.
194.
I'm pretty sure you do have enough. Some of you should still have platinum.
I have 123 with
I have
platinum.
159
Platinum or gold?
platinum.
Oh,
Then you can afford it.
159 platinum?
do you just
Holy
want
shit.
Ruby? You can just
I
purchase
think so,
it.
right?
Yeah, I mean, like you
Yeah.
want to be the strongest.
That's 1,590 gold. 1,590 gold.
Yeah, you could super easily.
Yeah, we
afford
were
that.
both stacked, and I think
You could have
I used a
bought
lot
it.
of mine. She didn't.
Ruby
so.
could have just bought it.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
she
what we were
could've-
talking about. We were talking
We
about
were
whether
talking
we
about it,
actually
yeah.
should just buy it.
Well,
then I
it's
think we
worth
were
it
wrong.
now. Ruby, get it.
It is worth it. Okay.
Man,
Okay.
me and Suma are broke.
You go ahead and you dole out the platinum, parting with each coin one by one. It's a little painful. You put 60 platinum down, or I guess you can break that up into gold however you like, but just mark off minus 600 gold or minus 60 platinum, however you want to do that. And he opens the chest, hands you the gauntlets. They fit like a glove. As you put them on, you
Wait.
hear like a yeah.
Did you want them A-locked? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Good.
Sorry, go ahead.
You put them on, and they kind of like they're like you feel like stuff like clicking into place, like almost like it's almost like power gauntlets, like Vi's gauntlets from Arcane or from League if you play. But like they kind of like power up, and you immediately feel stronger. I believe I said it was your strength modifier becomes +4, right? I think just set your strength to a 19 for as long as you're wearing the gauntlets.
Okay. Dang.
So strong.
I'm super strong.
You are very strong now.
Ah.
And as has been previously noted, these zodiac artifacts grow in power the longer and the more often you use them. And there is perhaps more to be done with this artifact. It also gives you the ability to gain advantage on any strength-based check. We'll say one. I think I said once per day, once per long rest. You can just gain advantage for free on a strength-based check, like athletics or anything like that, or even even strength-based saving throws, of which there are some. But yeah, you arm yourself with the Zodiac artifact. You guys are now in the possession of
2 Zodiac artifacts.
four.
Crazy.
4 now in total. 4 in total.
Wait, what's the third?
You got the Gemini earrings.
Oh
Locket
yeah,
of
that is yeah.
Locket of Pisces, the Helm of Aries, and now the Taurus.
The Locket of
gauntlets.
Pisces isn't one. You guys.
And now the Taurus
Yeah, it's
gauntlets
unassociated.
are
Really.
already
Yeah.
yours. To do with as you please. And I
What
can't
are
wait to
the
tell you
gauntlets again?
the Taurus gauntlets.
Okay, Taurus gauntlets. Thank you.
So these are what you have.
How many
Gemini
there are in total? 7?
earrings. There are 12.
Oh, 12. We need to work on it, huh? We're behind.
2 in 1 day is not shabby.
Yeah, that is
We're
true.
getting there.
Also,
Yeah, sure,
don't they?
come on down.
Didn't
We
he say
doubled
something
it.
about the Aries and the Taurus things? Like, something. I don't remember.
He said that when you bring all of the artifacts together,
Yeah.
something very special.
We
is
get the
supposed to
Megazord.
happen. Yeah, you become You summon Captain Planet, actually.
I want to find
Question.
my Zodiac.
Yaza.
Yes.
Where did these originally, like, who were the makers of these? I don't know if you've told us before, but
The Zodiacs were very prominent figures in the Age of Explorers.
okay.
They were some of the people who helped pave the way to settle various places around Ila, and have a considerable amount have had a considerable amount of influence on the shaping of the history of this place. They will likely not appear in too many history books. Their influence has often been felt more invisibly, but it cannot be understated.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's see if it's in a history book, and I pull out my book.
You open up the book, and you mostly get a treatise on the different mating rituals of hook horrors.
It's
not always good to be
horrifying, but
aware.
I can't look away.
Yeah, there's diagrams. There's diagrams.
Oh God!
Yeah, fold. It's a pin up the centerfold.
Ruby
It
got a
goes-
natural 20 on something.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just-
what you?
It's just the
No,
number
no, no.
20.
She just rolled the number 20.
Yeah.
And he goes, it does bring me great joy to be able to pass this on to a group of people who perhaps may be able to
Yeah, but-
bring all of them together into one place. You will have to return and tell me what happens once you do so,
Insight check.
providing you survive. Sure. Yeah, he meant what he was saying. I'm not sure. Did he seem suspicious or?
He's giving me vibes of someone that's more powerful than the letting on, and I don't trust that.
Yeah, on an 18.
Like, oh, I'll give you these, and I'm interested in your exploits, little
He
adventure.
doesn't care if you like what you. He cares more about the knowledge of like knowing what happens, rather than he doesn't really like you guys as people.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought
Yeah.
he liked me and Alok a little bit after that.
A little bit,
A little bit.
but you get the sense that he doesn't really care about people in general.
Yeah.
You would imagine the only person he truly cares about is Balthazar.
And Balthazar, do you see how he treats Balthazar?
We have a mutually beneficial relationship. I give him catnip, and then he pulls my chests for me.
Specifically, only chests?
Yes,
Interesting contract.
it builds up his muscles.
Super
Well, he needs
fast.
a little bit more work then. Alright, well, thank you for that. And before I go, just a really quick thing, because I used it all up. Do you have any healer kits around here?
Perhaps down the spire, over at the last vial, you what's her name, Olga? She may perhaps have some
Okay.
healer kit properties, herbs and the like.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's all I got for here. Anyone else?
Okay, very nice.
Alright, let's go. And
Oh yeah, portents. You guys do have portents.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, I forget.
Right.
I am port-handed.
Okay. Dancing a trend.
Let's see. That's natural 20 again. And you know, an 18 I'll take.
Pretty good.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on.
Hey!
Why
Okay,
is
okay,
all
okay.
our great rolls on this nothing session? On the shopping session, we're doing
The most
great.
important session.
Yeah,
I tried to fast track you guys, but you guys are like, no, let's go to this other place.
yeah. Well, just real quick, last mile. Just gonna pick up a healer's kit. Nothing else.
Yeah, you go in there. You see, you returned to Olga. It is very nice of you.
It's very nice to see you. Just
Did you like my soup?
Oh, Alok loved it.
You like the soup?
Yes, it was good, but
Did you
probably
like
just
the,
the one time.
the mystery potion as well?
Oh yeah, no, I thought that's what you
I
meant by
believe
the
it
soup.
did.
Yeah.
No, there was the I made the soup from
Alok
horror.
could definitely taste it more than other things after he was done ingesting some of it. It's weird.
Oh, that is very nice to hear. It is always so good to know that there are still people who appreciate good home cooking around here. You know, my son still has not come back from his expedition, and I,
Oh,
I
it's
do,
okay, it's
I
okay.
do miss it.
If you
Miss
need
Vince,
if you need
Yes.
someone to make you feel a bit better, there's a great guy nearby the soldiers' headquarters. His name is Nico. He will assuage all fears. He'd love all your soup. If you have any remaining soup or food products, just give it straight to him. And say it's from Gallet with love.
I will do this for you. Okay. Let me quickly.
That's what he gets for leaving the ship.
Revenge.
Just a petty little
The healer's kit will run you 5 gold though. I do.
Done.
You know, Olga does need to have gold in order
Oh
to
yeah,
live.
yeah, no, I understand it.
Yeah. I hope you did take no offense to
Five
this. Okay, here you go. She loads it up with like herbs and like gauze and like stuff you can use for sutures and stuff like that.
Oh, also,
Salves.
there will be a lot of injured people coming this way soon. You should probably prepare more.
Okay.
Business
This
is
very
coming.
good. Well, I suppose it's very bad news, but for Olga, it's very good news. The
No,
more
you
people
profit.
I
You
have,
profit off
the
of
more
her.
people I am able to take care of, the more happy I am.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Okay, you take care now.
Bye bye.
Okay, that's Olga. I
Alright.
hope that was her name.
Bless her heart. I think it was.
It sounds right.
When you don't realize your
Olga,
players
Olga,
will
yeah,
like want
Olga.
to go back to those shops that you made up.
It is Olga with an O.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
her voice changed, but I like it. I actually love her
Was
voice.
it not that way beforehand? I think she said soup.
Baba
in,
Yaga.
in the same way, it is a little babushka voice, a little bit. But that is Olga. She is very wholesome.
And taking care of the last thing that I have,
Yeah.
going to that one bartending place that we went to before and just asking, have they seen Rika, or like, give the description of Rika, and when was the last time you've seen her, or like when? Yeah.
Yeah, you walk up and you go back into the pitch and rose. You know,
Uh-huh.
you smell the scent of pitch in the air. Smells divine. You see the stone, the stone, like this amethyst stone tables with these candles inside, like lighting everything up with the pink kind of glow. You walk up to the bartender, and the girl from before, who I think you had a short conversation with, goes, "Oh hey,
Hey, yeah.
I remember you."
Yeah. We are really busy. But we found there's a previous tenant, well, not tenant, but drinker here. She was looking for her brother. We found her brother, and we were wondering if you've seen her anytime recently, or did she say she was headed anywhere?
Let me see if I can.
Rika.
I'm just
Her name
rock
is-
luck on A2. Haven't really seen her around, but people in Yasar, everybody ends up picking a rose eventually. So while I don't know where she is right now, but I can put the word out for to leave a message.
Yeah, Sato is coming here. Like,
Okay.
he's gonna be looking for her too. So, just if you see either of them, let them know, and I'll use my newly. I mean, it's in this instance it's worse, but I've worked on some magic and. Oh, is it not? Hold on. Major image. Now I can make him speak. All right, so this is him. Like all the mist forms up like before, but now they just can talk. All right, so this is Sato. He's, he looks like this, talks like this, and
Okay. She goes, has anybody seen this person before? And you see somebody in the back goes, oh, I remember. I do not remember him, but this boy, he looked like he from Lucky. Kind of like that one girl who was in here the other day.
Yeah.
And you see people start talking because it's like they're from Loki, like visibly, identifiably, and that's weird. In Yasar. Sure. So you get the sense that like, Rika hasn't been back in a while since that because she stormed out after being rejected, being told that she can't be taken to Kalsana. But you figure word will get to her eventually, and they'll be reunited.
All right, thank you.
Very good move with the major image because she didn't know, but it's a whole bar, so and the visual is a lot better. So yeah, you guys take care of that as well. Do you guys get any drinks on your way out, or you don't want to drink any Yumbat?
I'll get one drink for my Yumbat.
Cool. Drunk Scruffle. Okay, got it. Oh, did you ever correct me if I'm wrong, did you take a flask to go of pitch?
I have 10 golds worth of pitch.
Okay, for Dell, right?
Oh yeah. I'm planning to bring lots of ale.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that still happened. Okay, cool. Scruffles goes, this is the best thing I've ever had. And I'm gonna make a con.
It loosens you up, man.
Shit.
You had it rough. That's relax a
a
little.
natural 4. Scruffles is gonna be a little impaired on the way to Mayara.
It's really good, right?
He will for sure have to be like in between, like in the middle of the caravan, and be monitored because he will be a little tipsy for a
It's
little
okay
while.
if he's drunk because I'm driving.
You're telling him where to go, but he still has to do the motor functions. So Truffles goes, Master,
Yes,
you're the best master.
I know.
Where are we going anyway?
No,
He, like
no.
starts bumping into shit. You're like riding him. He starts suddenly like drops really low. Woo!
Okay, let's
Immediately
help.
a mess.
As we begin to fly away, I begin to understand that this was just not a smart decision.
I'm not drunk. I can fly fine.
I'm intoxicated.
Intoxicated. Yeah. So are you guys gonna head out now, or like, what do you guys want to? So you guys want to just go straight to Mayara, right?
I mean, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Anyone got anything to do? Need to
Anything
buy
else you guys wanna
arrows
do?
for Alok?
And Yasar, any shopping now would
My
be the
bow makes its
time.
own arrows.
No.
I will say
How
it will
efficient.
take you the rest of the day to fly there.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Actually, no, you would still be able to take the mail tunnels for now. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I
Suma?
would say that you guys are able to get there in a day.
Have you? Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever been to Mayara?
Talking to who specifically?
Suma?
You do have a? Probably not, right?
Probably not. I don't think
I
you
feel
traveled
like I
much in Yasar.
I probably know a little bit about the other cities, but I haven't been there.
Yeah.
What did you learn? Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay.
I will say that at the end of this voyage, you will come to the gates of.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
We're disadvantaged.
he really said, "I know this shit." Yeah, Mayara is a pretty well off and wealthy Underdark city. You know for a fact that the people there are a little bit hoity-toity.
Oh.
A lot more scornful of outsiders than perhaps even other cities in the Underdark. But it's strange. They detest most outsiders, but outsiders of import that can like really prove they treat as equals. Um, so the average Joe Schmo is going to be looked down upon with considerable disdain there. But you come in and you like, a big shot, you're very wealthy or something like that, you have something to add or contribute, you may get the chance to like, um, meet some people, but perhaps it's not like a super it's not the most genuine friendship you could make there, but it does open doors. You will have doors open to you, perhaps just not like in the most sincere way.
Hey,
You're never gonna believe this, but they're even grumpier than the people in Yasar.
hey, question. What's the family name of Zisha?
Yasari, right?
Sorry.
Yasar or Zari? What?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah,
Yasari.
spell.
Isha Yasari.
Yeah.
Alright, that's very important to know because we're using that name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have my letter that she wrote.
Okay. You guys fly out through the tunnels. Eventually, you come up to a massive gate. I always say massive. A massive gate, kind of like adorned with this purple metal. It's kind of like this dark purple metal. You head down from the mail tunnels, enter into like a more like a larger thoroughfare of a tunnel up to this large gate that is manned very heavily by in the nights here the Death Singers of Yasar take on a much more like leather armor, kind of like more rugged and more fluid, less clunky, a lot more like lithe kind of frame. But the Drow guarding Mayara are all like built as fuck, like buff elves clad in like resplendent violet armor. You see that almost as if a statement to all those who enter, like this is the wealth, this is the magnificence that you are going before. They have like kind of like
some jewels embedded onto their shields, and some like have them on their breastplates, and they immediately kind of like move their spears in order to kind of block passage as soon as you walk up. And I think we'll maybe close on that of you guys kind of flying up to this gate, so that we can save the bulk of this part of the trip into one session, because I don't want to cut that off. I feel like it's good to cut it off before we get into it. That makes sense? Does that feel okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. Just a quick chill
easy
session.
Will we be having one next week?
I will have to double check on some things. So I will get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah, we're about to enter into a very different arc. That is not going to be as depressing as the last one, I promise.
Whoa, that was depressing? I thought that was
I
hype.
had fun.
Yeah.
It was
But
very
yeah.
jovial.
This was a chill session. How do you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
feel?
very chill. This was
It was
very
a good like palate cleanser
Yeah.
for the next
Mhm.
arc, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
This-
I had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, just like this felt like, I don't know why, but this felt like a final
Right.
to the arc more than the previous one for some reason. Like this is like,
Yeah, because we're like just starting
Yeah.
the next one. Really.
yeah. Like this is like that in between episode where like
Mhm.
it clean. Like some people would say it might be filler, but others was like, nah, this was necessary. This
It was still like plot relevant.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
no,
filler.
someone got married. I mean, Gallet doesn't know, but someone did.
No, I guess kind of is filler.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like Nico was really important there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna miss.
Did that shock
Nico.
you? I was surprised that nobody tried to talk him out of it.
Nah, that wasn't.
Oh, man, it makes
fair
sense.
to
life.
me. Hey,
Pretty big
I-
realization.
yeah.
His
Pretty
afterlife.
discovery.
I might have if I actually succeeded in the insight check and got what Suma got,
Hmm.
but I did
Forgot
not.
what you rolled.
Yeah, I like an 8.
Oh, like an 8.
Like I had no way. But yeah. Wait,
yeah,
wait.
I
So
mean,
it took a day for
yeah.
us to go there.
Yeah, I will say, okay. Maybe want to retcon something.
So
I
Nico's
think
with
that-
us.
No, I think that, like, it takes a full day to go there.
Mhm.
So I don't think you guys would make it there by nightfall. I think you guys would have had to, like, rest on the way.
Okay.
And then get there kind of in the morning, air quotes. Because you guys spent a
yeah.
considerable amount of time in Yasar, like, taking care of errands and, like, talking to Nico and, like,
Newport and
Uh,
Son.
Yeah,
um...
I'm
that,
gonna hold
that feels
off. I'm gonna
bad.
hold
Wait,
off.
that feels bad. That feels kind of bad.
I'm gonna
I
hold
mean,
off
if,
until next.
if it's
session.
what happens, it's what happens.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like it's not a bad like us getting rolled. Like it's just random chance, and us,
Because if I got like a natural
Yeah,
1, then
yeah.
you'd say yeah, re-roll, and I feel like that's
yeah,
that's-
just, I feel like it's following
weird.
the rules, and also us getting
Mhm.
lower rolls isn't bad. That's
it
not a
also
bad-
yeah, we can use it against other people too.
That's true. That's true.
like it's literally always useful to have a roll no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Um,
hold off though because I'm gonna forget mine.
But yeah,
I have a place to mark mine down, so I can do it.
I think that, like, travel time wise, it makes more sense if you're not.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you didn't leave first thing in the morning. You know,
Alright,
there's
so
a lot of talking and a lot of activity.
And we haven't even been
in
there before,
Kalsana.
so it would be slightly slowed.
Yeah, and you don't have, like, kind of Zisha's and Suma's exhausted and Scruffles is drunk.
Yeah, he
so I think-
is drunk.
Yeah.
Resting
Uh,
makes sense.
Oh wait, I have a
Yeah,
little
I
tab
will-
I can put down
Funnies.
my portents. I can do it. Never mind. Ooh, a nice 8.
Mm.
That 8 can be used well.
Hey, these are not too shabby.
These aren't bad either.
Man, we rolled really well this session. I wish
You guys
we
honestly
rolled better
did.
on other sessions. But you know what? We saved Ruby a good chunk of money. That's a
You guys
win.
did save Ruby a lot of money. I can't wait to reveal what the gauntlets do and also what the locket does. I think
The
Gallet's gonna have a
locket
lot of
doesn't
fun
do
with the locket.
anything. Guys,
I
come
think you're gonna have a
on.
lot of
Sure.
fun.
I'm supposed to punch the locket with the gauntlet.
I was actually thinking of doing something similar.
Really?
Yeah,
You
no,
have to punch the locket with the gauntlet while wearing the helm and the earrings.
Earrings. Yeah.
when
I think
Ranges of the
Ruby has the
oh.
gauntlets, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You definitely get the most use out of it. So if you go
Alright.
melee, you can use your hammer. It becomes
Next
way better.
person that dies becomes Tinker, so they can get the most attunement slots, and then wear them all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
I'm a
interesting.
mech.
I
The bling.
I truly had so much stuff, like
You were
bar vault stuff planned, and
Reuse
Honestly,
and recycle.
Don't be. I really don't think we're gonna be in Mayar too long. I think it's just like on the way there,
I
right?
don't know. I don't know.
Like I think we're gonna check out like if there's anything interesting, but I feel like for the most part, it's like get our fake IDs, get in there, right?
Well,
Yeah, I guess
and,
that is-
and some sleuthing on my part. I'm still looking for a certain someone.
You're still looking for Loth. Yeah, we know.
Can you just pretend that I'm being sneaky? Can we just pretend? Let me have this, God.
yeah, but I don't want like it sucks because I want pacing to be good, but I also don't want any one place to feel empty. And so I want to make sure that like this place has a deal and that you interact with it in some way. But at the same time, it's like
It's
I mean,
fine.
you also have a lot of cities on the map here, so it's hard to make them all very unique. I feel like.
yeah, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I just didn't do that. That would have been a better call. I just was like, oh, this map looks empty. Let me just put more cities here.
It's the Underdark. Makes sense.
I do like that. I do like just the things of like there's a city under a city. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for sure, I think Mayara can't be too empty because like there's definitely a strong connection between Bar Vault and Mayara.
The Thieves Guild's
It's like-
gotta be strong here. I imagine.
For sure. That's what I'm expecting.
Maybe you
Yeah.
got something, A-Lock. Maybe someone will pop up for you.
I am not a thief.
You read Thieves
There's
Camp, right?
There's some stuff coming.
Nope.
There's some stuff coming.
I'm gonna ask around about. No, actually, that can get me killed if I ask around about Draga Hearth in a place that has thieves.
You should walk around and be like, yo, any criminals about?
Hey, criminals!
You doing the bad?
Hello, fellow criminal.
Hello, fellow criminal.
I
You know,
would too like to shirk the law.
We're in the Shield. We like to.
Oh, yeah. We're bad
Oh,
people, right?
yeah. In some countries, we're wanted.
Hello, fellow villains.
Hello.
Until we cleared our names, but yeah.
We fight
Um,
non-lethally sometimes.
By the way, so some stuff about Bar Vault you should know, or you would know. Huge Shield headquarters there.
Yeah.
Huge. Like as big and as prominent as like the
Yeah,
airport
I think that
was.
was the main reason we wanted to go here before we had an
Yeah.
actual reason.
Yeah. So there's definitely like, you know, if you guys just want to like fuck off and do side quests, that's totally fine. You
Let's
guys
do
just
a
really-
side quest. Let's get
Yeah.
a bounty or
Yeah.
something.
We ever done a side quest?
The best thing is making one up that the DM has to make up on the spot. That one's fun.
Yeah. I really didn't think I'd have to use the city. I don't know why. I railroaded myself, and then I was like, oh fuck. Right.
Uh-oh.
I know generally what the deal is. It's like, okay, let me tell you something. When I say like I don't know or like I have to improv a place, it's really more to do with what it looks like. I always know what the deal is there, and like what could happen. I just feel bad because I'm like I don't know what it look. I'm very bad at like visual
it could look
stuff.
similar.
It's fine, I am too.
I mean,
So when like you're describing it really well, I'm like, what am I looking at?
Yeah,
I
I was
can't.
like, I pre-wrote a very long description of like where you guys would have been teleported to for Bar Vault. And so I'm like, okay, I mean I can still use that, but it'll be very. I'm like, okay, now I have to think about what Mayara looks like. I think I'm very, yeah, because I want every place to look visually distinct without just saying it looks like, you know, the same as just. But Yasar looks very different from Kalsana, and I want this to look very different as well. So like that's what's in my head.
God, Liz, why can't you just make a great portrait for each one? Like that one that the
Yeah,
one that
Liz.
showed the
That's
Wind City.
Me, I will
Wow.
do it. But it's I'm gating it behind your A-Lock portrait, so
Yeah, A-Lock, you do need to get a portrait.
or no, fucking not A-Lock, Gallic.
I'm so excited for this A-Lock.
A-Locks I
portrait.
can just remaster, but yours, he's
You can just remaster.
Remix.
Hey, you know what? You never know.
Oh,
If I get a crazy item that like I need it in the picture, we'll see.
well, yeah, or you could, like, become all angel. You know?
Uh,
You might.
well,
Just grow some extra eyes and
maybe.
Oh, yeah, like, no, a biblically accurate
like a
angel.
biblical, yeah, like a biblical angel.
Just super
That's
bright.
great.
Do
Just
not
blinded.
fear me, Miela.
Fear
Wheels.
not.
I wish for milk.
I wish.
That
Yeah,
girl.
Elok's been different ever since he became holy.
Oh god damn it!
Oh,
That
by
one
the-
got me so.
No, he
bad.
starts getting chocolate milk eventually.
Oh no,
Oh,
That's
that's
when he
that's-
changes.
yeah, that's when you're actually completely desensitized to the death. You're like, no, put that chocolate mix in it.
I need something sweet.
Something to take it away from me, the pain.
Long day at sea.
Like just like
Good shot.
like a noir shot with Alok with a chocolate milk.
But then my redemption arc, I start using strawberry milk. Then
Ooh,
I really
yeah.
start to come back.
He switches
What
to
would you-
soy halfway through.
Well,
I'm a changed man.
I mean the
Because-
in-betweens.
I've grown. Back in the day, I would have to use my whole power to defeat you. But now I only need 2%.
Oh, that's
Really?
stupid. But it's also funnier because of the he was Shaggy
I was Shaggy.
in the art.
It
Yeah.
was Shaggy.
Yeah.
Like Scoob.
Yeah, I have a question. Is it like, does it ever feel? Should I spend more time on travel? I just feel like sometimes things are like
I would
negligible.
I would
the
like-
trouble is negligible.
I would sort of appreciate it. Just like a little, like, give some time for a little bit of interactions. That's
Yeah,
just
I
me,
feel like
though.
there's a lot of creatures in the Underdark that we could experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like you guys have been down here a very long time already.
I don't think it's been that long. It's been like less than a week.
Okay.
No, I mean in real time.
Oh.
I can understand.
Oh, I'm not even thinking.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but I still feel the same way. And
I mean,
it's
at the end
also
of the
like
day, we're kind of the one that.
we left the
keeps
bad
the story.
area. Now we're in a different underground area.
Yeah.
We're in the ostentatious part. I like that. That's for me.
Okay.
It's for the
alright.
rich people.
To be fair, you did dodge like 3 fights.
We did.
Yeah, but at least we got to experience the dodging because that was stressful.
I
Yeah,
was
it was in that the sundial place. We just
I
ran past.
tried to make you fight stuff. I tried to make you fight ropers. Let me see. How long have we been
did for a
down
little
here?
bit.
We've been here since episode
Oh, we got episode count.
25. It is now episode 36.
If it makes you feel better, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
11 sessions.
It felt
It does
felt
not feel like it's been that long.
pretty long when we were dealing with the illithid, but now that we're done with it, it's sort of like a new area in my mind. Like, we're
Yeah,
done with
I think...
the east side. We're back to the good side.
Okay. I mean, I'm
Whatever.
down. I'm down. If you guys want to explore the Underdark more, like, there's definitely more depth.
Well, when we go to Capra, you can.
Well, we don't have to stay in Palea forever.
We're
but...
spending 20 sessions at least in Capra, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and then on the way there, and I think most of it will be talking to Ruby's parents, probably.
Oh yeah,
Please let me
they're
talk to
great.
them.
Actually, you have to roleplay every single conversation they have about. Oh, Ruby used to do this. Ruby used to act like this. Look at her
Oh,
diary.
yeah, I
It's
remember
gonna be
when she
really-
was real little.
It's gonna be really traumatic when we go there and we're like expecting Ruby to be chosen, and then her mom walks out and she's chosen, and like, what's
We're like,
next?
oh, okay.
What?
I guess we just defend her.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, we all know it's not gonna be Ruby.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
I
glad
mean-
that it doesn't feel like it's dragging.
No. We're
Just-
out of
just
the we're out
because,
of the
like-
long one, so we're in a new area. It's good.
Yeah, I think maybe the Portia arc is over.
Yeah, that
Oh,
felt-
Yeah, this is actually a double XP zone, so that's really
Oh
good.
shit.
Yeah. Well, because we also got rested, so we get the additional XP from.
That's true.
resting.
That too. Oh man, we're gonna get to level 8 before we get to.
Hey Gino,
the
did we
next
level
place.
up? Did we level
Nope.
up?
Not
Wow.
even close, baby.
Got the
Um,
gauntlet, though.
you guys got the gauntlets, and I
Yeah.
think Ruby, you're gonna have fun with that once you know what it fully does. And you guys haven't been using the earrings as much lately. It requires like the same 2 people to use it in order to activate its full potential.
So me and Ruby are gonna eventually get
It
it.
has been Gallet and Ruby a
Yeah,
lot.
we've
more than
used
that.
Yeah, so
we
you'll
use
get
it.
there eventually.
We just don't want to waste. Well, wait, hold on. We could sort of game the system, couldn't we? Because we could just
you
use
just
it
need to
twice
use it.
Every
and
long
then go to
rest.
bed.
Yeah, you're like, oh, about to go to sleep. Boop, boop.
Oh, that feels cheatsy, but I'm up for cheatsy if you're
For
up
sure.
for
Oh,
I
for
cheatsy.
sure
think
is.
probably the next time you use it, it'll activate. I guess if you've been just using it.
Right now.
This one for sure, like takes longer because its effects are so low consequence.
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean,
If that makes sense.
Yeah. it's
Yeah.
a very good item.
Thank you. I'm happy to have designed it.
I'm
excited to
super
see
hyped for
every
the
single
purse.
one of them.
The purse.
I'm
though.
keeping. I have notes for like. I'm keeping notes for every single one of them, like in an actual list. I just every time we get one, like, oof, start typing it in, copy paste.
Chino, did you
Some of
make
them are
the
for-
purse from me? Did you make it from me?
Why do you ask?
This is like
Because it's chaos? Because it's chaos?
it's anything and everything.
I
Like-
definitely my goal was okay, so I guess a glimpse into my thought process was
Okay.
I felt like I kind of railroaded you guys for a while. Of like you guys like after a certain point, like you got to a point and there was no turning back and there was only one way forward pretty much. And I felt like that kind of sucks. And so I was like I want to give you guys tools to kind of like just fuck up my shit. Like
Mhm.
this teleport. So you guys could be like, yeah, let's
That
go hang
teleport's
out
gonna
in
be
Gallon for a
massive.
day.
That's
Let's hang
gonna
out in
be
Gallon for a
massive.
day for no reason. Let's go to Alok's house. Like you guys could do that.
Who's
now.
holding on to the
For a
portal,
f-
by the way?
It's a communal thing, so I would assume it's in the bag of holding, but
Okay. I'll. If anyone needs it, just let me know because
it's like not the size of a dice, by
Oh,
the way.
This is a
It's
one-time
like-
use, right?
Yeah,
we can charge it up though with Portia.
but you'd have to
Right.
send it back to Portia.
Yeah.
Which
Is it
we
thing that,
teleport
like,
to her to
you
give it
could
to her.
use spell slots
Wait.
to recharge or something?
Okay, guys. Just oh, that didn't pick up. Sorry, I tooted. No.
Okay.
Thanks for letting us know.
sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know if it picked
I
up
love
or
it.
not,
I
and
love
now I couldn't live. I couldn't live
It
in the.
didn't,
I thought I
but
heard something. I
I
thought
couldn't
so.
live in the knowing that it might have, and knowing it's okay.
Oh my
But
God.
besides that Liz can now smell much better. It's just letting you guys know, we do not have to worry about how hard it would be to give Portia the portal. Just putting that out there.
Because-
Letting you know that her acquiring it again, no longer an issue.
What?
Throwing that out
Chino's
there.
like,
explain.
Chino
I
can
know.
see my
He's already
sheet.
told me. He's already told me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it. But also I think that it's a little strong, so it will be on a very long recharge. It's a little strong.
Yeah, it's just a teleport. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I think
Is that
something
the amulet or
The portal.
No, the portal.
what's gonna be?
The first time it's gotta be really special.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying what was wrong was his ability to give it to her.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah. So the portal is like I think game changing potentially.
Oh yeah, no.
Depending on
Being
how
able
you
to-
use it.
Being able to
Well-
teleport, pretty good.
I feel like that's something that's really good for much later on when like something's high stress, very time.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why.
time sensitive.
That's why I say we use it for goofs the first time. so we
Yeah.
can do that and have it later.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
guys
I'm
We
level
saying-
do
seven.
need to use it for at least one beach episode.
Is
We-
teleport level
we
7?
Okay. The next holiday,
level
maybe
7, yeah.
maybe beach episode.
Mm.
Next holiday.
So that's what level like 13.
there's gotta be an amusement
Rough.
park down here, right? With all these like mines and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
like
creepy.
roller coaster shit.
No, it's
Yeah.
no. There's gonna be an evil. That's gonna be an evil arc of a clown. Like no, underground amusement park with mining. That's just asking
Yes.
for something worse than the elephant. I'm not immune
think
to
it's
fear, and she's
delightful.
left. Okay.
Bing.
Boy.
Yeah, I guess. What else? Hmm.
Oh, by the way, question.
Yeah.
The rigged dice that only rolls ones or sixes. Do I have control over which one, or is it just still?
No, it's a 50-50 chance. You flip a coin.
How
You roll a
good?
d. You roll a d2, and if it's a 1, it lands on ones, and if it's a 2, it lands on sixes.
That's. I mean, I guess okay. Well, it's
I
better.
Oh,
would-
it's a
Than,
set of dice, like it's multiple.
No, just like 2 dice.
it's weighted on the ones and the sixes. It's weighted
Yeah.
on that side, so it's gonna be one of those. So, hey, that's something.
I wanted to give you guys like tools that you could use to like do stuff
Yeah.
creatively because I think that's fun.
Question:
I find
does,
that fun. Yeah.
Does each of these are all of these one-time uses?
So the stuff, some of the stuff obviously has like limited amounts of it.
Yes.
Like the
Exploding
it's like
magical daggers or the chewing gum.
yeah, the chewing gum, the perfume
But-
bottle only has 4 spritzes. The dropper that makes things taste different is 10, only has 10 uses, or you have to split it up depending. The chewing gum, things that are permanent. The dice are permanent. The ladder is permanent.
Mirror?
The illusory stone is permanent. But you have to re-up the illusion every day. And the
Canvas.
rowboat is permanent. Everything else is like once you use it, it's gone.
Okay, so the mirror is a one-time use, and
Yeah.
okay.
It starts when you pull it out.
Man, I love that. It's just a boat waiting for us now. That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, not for us to use. We're gonna like drop it on someone or something.
Oh yeah, no. The plan is to fly high and drop it.
Yeah.
A rowboat. It's not like a. It's not
Wait,
that heavy.
hold on.
And it's designed to be buoyant. I feel like it's not gonna hurt that much. It will still hurt.
If
though,
I
for sure.
completely empty my bag of holding, do you guys think I can put an anchor in it? Cause like
An anchor? What do you mean?
a full-on anchor.
Like a ship
In the bag of
anchor?
holding?
Yes.
I think you could. I don't think you need
If
to
you
empty it
can
out.
fit it through the
Yeah.
opening, if it's small
Yeah.
enough to go through the
That's true.
hole.
That's the only thing that would be a problem. I think
Yeah.
the weight and the size would be fine.
Okay, Suma, you're gonna have to learn reduce.
Anchors are like tons
sure.
heavy.
Yeah, I know they're super heavy.
They're
They
like
have to.
pretty heavy.
They have to stop.
Oh, wait, how much can the bag
ships.
hold?
How
Oh,
would
it's
you
like
be able to
500
get it
pounds.
out with the bag of holding? Like, how would that?
You just jump into the bag, reduce it again, and then come out with it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. So it's weightless in there. So you pull it up just a little bit, and then you get.
Doesn't the bag of holding have a weight limit?
It
Yeah,
does,
it's like
it
500
does.
pounds. It wouldn't.
Oh no way! Anchor. I mean, I'm sure there are like anchors for very small boats that are 500 pounds, but I doubt that it would. like,
Okay. So I need to find something that weighs exactly 500 pounds. 500-pound objects.
Classic Google search.
You could always just trim an anchor down to.
Oh yeah, I guess 60 gallons of water can do it.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of water, though.
I feel like that's not gonna have the impact you want.
How much is 60 gallons actually? Is that enough for
A
a
lot.
pool?
No, not even close.
Not even close.
Actually, I don't know why I said that. I actually don't know.
I don't know. If you think of like 60 like gallons of milk, piled them up, I don't think it would be that big of a pool.
How many
Maybe
gallons?
Yeah, maybe half a pool.
Yeah.
What I'm. How many gallons of water are in my pool? I don't need my pool. I just need like an average pool.
For a 16 by 32 rectangle pool, it would be 20,000 gallons.
Okay, so nowhere close. Nowhere close at all.
Yeah.
It's
no.
a bath. I'm getting a bath worth.
Yeah, just a 12-foot pool, like round pool, would be 3K gallons. So it's.
I'm looking at 60-gallon
Almost there.
fish tanks right now, and it's probably the size of like Ophelia's fish tank. Or frog tank, I
Yeah,
should
that
say.
sounds right.
Oh, the Frank?
It's a, yeah. Oh, Frank.
Oh, Frank?
Oh, I can fit a horse in there.
Whose horse is that?
A dead horse, probably. As heavy as a panda bear? No. 1.5 times as heavy.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how hard I get boomed by some of these fucking items. Some of them I was like, I don't even know what you would use it for, but I feel like it's gonna fuck me at some point. The teleport I know is gonna screw me over at
Oh
one
yeah,
point, but that's fine.
it's
That's
designed.
fine.
It's designed for that.
It's designed to do that. It's designed for that. But the other stuff, I just feel like it's gonna be some bullshit that I'm not gonna know.
I have lots of confidence in the circular stone and the mirror.
That one for sure I knew would be used for stuff, and I had some ideas of what it could be used for. But like the thing that makes things taste different, I'm like, I don't know what you're gonna use that
Oh,
for.
alright, I got one thing. I got one thing in mind.
The dice, I feel like, could be fine or fun depending on like. I feel like when we get to Tirai, that's gonna be really cool.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to
smuggle
grift.
those in. Yeah, laying seeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm excited for next session. I'll say that.
I am also excited for next session. My goal for next session is to get us through Mayara. Maybe some combat. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe
maybe
an
some
underground
ruffians.
amusement park.
I don't think I'm
Maybe
ready for
that's
that.
part of it.
You said it wasn't gonna be as dark. An underground amusement park? What do you guys?
Creepy clowns.
Creepy clowns.
It's the clown arc, baby.
I don't want a clown arc. I do not want it.
It's the Five Nights at Freddy's arc.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. You know what? I'll go back to the ship with the portal. See you guys later.
Bye. Just
Bye.
show up again 24 hours later.
24 hours. Oh, hey, you're back.
And they're gone.
Also, you can't teleport to the ship.
Well, I mean,
That's you.
if I've been in, no. If I've been there before and I can visualize it. So if I make a hard read and I was in the exact correct spot, could technically arrive there.
I mean,
What if the boat was docked?
If the boat was docked, you could, because it's like a fixed location.
Yeah.
But you kind of.
What if we tried it? Would it just like fail? Would it expend the use of the teleport?
I think you would just teleport to the open air, like just above the open sea.
Mm.
It's like the ship was there, maybe, but like now it's just water or whatever.
We also have a great
worth
way for a backstab attack, where like there's one person we really want to kill, but they're hard to kill. So we're like, everyone, we act all buddy with them, and they're like, everyone, to put your hands on here, we'll teleport there, and then we teleport right in the sky. Suma cats fly, I fly, we grab you too, and that guy just plummets.
That's a little extra.
That
I
would
like
work
it.
great if the two of us were strong enough to hold these two.
Okay.
while flying.
Wait.
Although
Okay, you
Suma
could grab A-Lock.
Suma could cast fly on Ruby, who's now
Oh.
strong enough to do that.
Wait, Suma
yes,
could
I
just
could
cast
up
a high level
cast
it.
supply.
I will
yeah.
also say, Ruby, your carrying capacity doubles.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Ooh.
Anything's
I forgot to
possible
mention.
now. You can carry. Wait, how many of us could you carry?
Now you can carry the anchor for us.
I'm now the bag of holding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could probably carry all of us at this point then.
I think
mean-
we're all small enough that, or little
The
skinny
only
minis
the
enough.
only issue is not like our weight, I feel, it's that we're just so much bigger than her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
You
a dwarf.
princess carried me across the Allseer Lake thingy, so
I did. Good moments.
yeah.
I just rewatched that one session where Ruby had to carry the bears, and that's why I thought about it. I feel like it would look like that, like two comically oversized, just like hefting it very easily.
Would firemen carry from a halfling just be like them dragging your face in the dirt?
Pretty much, yeah. Depending on how tall you were. Yeah. Also, you guys have known each other for 2 months. Does that feel normal? Does that feel correct? Like, do you guys feel like you have the kind of relationship that it would be for like people who've known each other for 2 months?
That's crazy.
I think with the amount of time we've been with each other, like the proximity, we're always with each other. So I feel like it makes sense.
That's true. You're never apart.
If it was like we were friends that we
Only
saw each other
2
at work
months?
like 5 times a week, yeah, I probably wouldn't be like super good friends like we are. And
Yeah, but you were in
And even
close
then-
quarters.
even then, we're still like.
I mean, we're not the closest of friends. Suba
yeah,
hasn't
we're
even
still not the
told
craziest
me
closest.
about the marriage thing.
That's
So
true.
like,
That's
it's obviously
my fault.
it's obvious. Like it's obviously that she, Suma doesn't really see us as that close yet.
It's
We're
funny because I
working
know
Obviously.
all the secrets your characters are hiding from each other, which is nice.
I hold no secrets.
I have no secrets. Yeah, no.
I am an open book.
Simultaneously says that.
I can't believe Draga Hearth was actually relevant. That is
Me too.
crazy to me.
I thought it was just
Okay,
gonna be
okay.
a fun little like fun person on the
We
side to
better
talk to.
see her because I got confused. I think yesterday or the day before that, where I was like, have you ever had the thing where you're in a campaign and there's like a name that sticks in your head and like I'm watching something like Draga Hearth. Is that a place or a person? Am I playing a video game right now that has someone named? Who is Draga
Oh yeah.
Hearth?
Yeah, I know what you're
Who
talking about.
is
Yeah.
she?
Is it a song? No.
Oh, Horse.
I know. I
Um,
know.
She's irrelevant. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No secrets. Open book.
She was super like not cool and whatever. Like we don't.
Look. If we catch her,
I
we
like
get a
that.
bounty.
I like that. Elok got defensive for her at one point.
Did he? What happened?
I think.
Did he? I was
think
RPing.
Portia said something like, "Oh, she would know better than to steal from me," or like,
Oh,
"She's
right.
never
Oh,
stolen
yeah.
from me."
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
I
were
like that.
Maybe you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was
I did
like,
like that.
cute moment.
Man, Portia, I do like old ladies that like got it. Like she's like, oh, you ain't gonna get me. But at the same time, I always want them knocked down a peg too. So at the end of this, Portia needs to be bamboozled. That's what I'll say.
Only
Sure,
you
yeah,
would assume
son.
that she's gonna live that long.
That's true.
Okay,
She
I'll
might.
wait till the end of the campaign. We can do it.
And we prank her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when she.
We
dies.
prank her by not defeating the Red Wraith.
You
Hey.
guys ever think about the fact that this campaign will end one day?
It won't.
Like that.
Well, hold on. If we're going at the current rate we do with leveling up, and it gets harder with each time, if I do my calculations correctly, 15 years. Jesus, it's.
Oh my
Sit there.
god!
It has been a year.
Fast, come on!
It has been a year.
At
be
least the
fair.
early levels.
And we've gone through 1.5 arcs, maybe not even half the arc yet.
It's gonna be the
know.
greatest when, like, 5 years later, and then Chino's like, and now the Red Wraith really begins his plan.
Yeah.
Now we
you
start
get
the
to-
next 3 arcs.
Now this is the real lore drop. All that stuff was fake. Portia was in control.
and-
was being controlled the whole time.
And none
It
of
was all
us
a
can
dream.
blame you because we spent 3 of those years on, like, side quests.
Just fucking around. You guys got lost in the.
He's got
Feywild
bored.
and
He's like,
just stayed
fuck
there.
it. I'm just gonna make the Red Wraith impossible to beat.
I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I didn't think it would take a year to find that chicken. Really thought that was gonna be a
Oh my
simple
gosh.
quest. That just kept
Yeah.
on unraveling.
Yeah, that just really spiraled.
Really snowballed.
We're killing the
Yeah.
Red Wraith for different reasons now. We know you have the gem.
Where's Mr. Cluckers?
The chicken comes back from the dead. Betrayal.
And Simon kills it. He was the big bad.
I knew it.
And then we just walk away from the Red Wraith because he's not the big bad anymore.
We joined
Yeah.
sides actually.
Oh,
I bring this up because I'm already like, I wonder what campaign I'll run after this. Would they like this idea? And I'm like, you idiot! You haven't even figured out this one yet.
It's fine. We're just gonna do what we did with the shield agents. We'll just be like, Red Wraith, no, put your weapons down.
Yeah.
Isn't you? I
We're not
know
attacking.
you.
Look at we're friends. He'd be like, True.
They'd be like,
It's all
"God,
about love, man.
We're pirates too. Let's join up. Yeah, let's join up. Me and you.
oh yeah, there's like a whole pirate arc you guys could do.
Oh, I'm excited for pirates.
I mean,
pirates.
you don't really like have to
No.
super engage with it to the extent that you could.
Pirate King. Pirate
But
King.
there's like several other pirate ships.
I don't care if the
world.
world ends. I'm becoming Pirate King.
I thought about this. The next campaign I run will be like it's set in just one big city and to keep everything
Oh,
contained,
yeah.
self-contained, like a very like kind of
Like
like
the
not
opposite.
as this is
Session
like
1, we're gonna do a side quest outside of the city.
Yeah.
yeah, basically. And then you just
First
stay there
episode.
forever.
Session 1, we find someone leaving the city and decide to tail him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's actually just from FedEx. So we just follow him across the nation.
What is he stop or leaving at all these people's houses?
Yeah. Packages everywhere.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. It's just loot crate.
Look, he's making them sign something.
Huh.
Oh god, he's probably collecting their
It's a
souls.
devil.
Contracts like Aramis guys? It's obvious this might be his descendant.
Dude, the longer this campaign goes, the more I realize I dip into a lot of wells, like, several times. I'm like, ooh, a lot of people are, like, dead but not dead. Why do I keep doing that? What does that say about me? I've been thinking about it. What does that say about me?
You're learning
As
a
a
lot
person.
about
You're dead
yourself.
inside.
And
Aw.
so many people are, like, in an in-between state of being one thing and also another. Ugh. Also,
Yeah.
a lot of villains are, like, obsessed with a woman for some reason.
Well, that's not crazy.
That's a very common
That's
trope, yeah.
if we're going off of some stuff in real life, that's not like you're not really
Yeah.
pulling threads there.
Yeah, at least I'm pretty explicit that they're all villains, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they seem pretty villainous. So
But it
far.
is like I feel like a well I dipped into a couple times that I'm like,
Have you ever
interesting.
made
Whatever.
Have you ever made multiple player characters and you realize, you know, certain aspects of the family only show up on that side of the family.
Interesting. What's going on there?
Yeah,
I
that's-
wonder.
It's interesting.
No, whatever
Therapy, but in
the
D&D.
whatever the between life and death thing means for you, I guess also means for me, because that's what Alok is. It's a very common thing in this whole campaign so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even for me, that's got a bit of that too. Like,
I'm sure you do with Aurelius.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think this campaign
Or-
is about
that his name?
duality. If
No,
I
no,
could
no,
pick
no.
a theme,
But now, really, wait, what?
No,
Now,
no, what's the other one?
Alucarius.
Alusarius.
Their
Okay.
names,
It's all the
still-
same.
yeah.
They're the same
Shut
person.
up. Hey, I gave you the rel thing, okay? Rel. We've simplified it.
Yeah, Aurelius. Yep.
Alurelius.
Yep.
Alurelius.
Reliceras?
Relicarius.
A dinosaur, I think.
I'm gonna have so
It
many
was
children
really
and just
good.
name
Sounds
them
like it,
that.
actually. Man,
It's-
that'll be fun. I'm happy with where we're going.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is more of just like an excitement. Like, this is a trailer. Like, oh, what's next? What's next for the heroes? Are we heroes? We're heroes. We're heroes.
The Barvold arc is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a lot more lighthearted, but also more fun.
Yeah, we're
Like,
only
well,
dealing
well,
with a criminal
yeah.
organization. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, also, we know it's gonna be lighthearted because if you take, okay, so you take liberties and like stuff from stuff you're inspired by, and you've watched Hunter x Hunter, and
This
the
is
way
like,
it
this
goes,
is very Hunter x Hunter. This
the
is very
way
Hunter
it goes,
x Hunter, yeah.
it's dark, happy, and then you hit the Chimera Antark.
That's yeah. Once I hit that phase, it'll be very sad. But
It's gonna be
yeah,
rough.
I hate that I can't talk to you guys. It sucks when you're the DM because the only people who would ever want to hear about that stuff are the only people you can't tell about it.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's a
also
spoiler.
It's true. I feel that.
People
Yeah.
check out when you tell them about
It's
your
very
D&D
true.
campaign.
Yeah, like other people who don't play D&D, especially if they're not playing in your campaign, and
Yeah.
be like, I have no fucking
Yeah.
context or emotional investment in this conversation.
Exactly.
Look, I don't know
I saw-
anything about illithids. I understand you're having issues with it, but like, just kill it.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. That's the hard part, getting to him.
You don't understand. They were supposed to fight, but then they talked their way out of it. It was fucking cool.
It's wild.
Oh, talking. Very cool. They wouldn't get it. They don't get the context.
No, you don't.
I was talking to non-D&D people yesterday, and then they're like, "Oh, that sounds fun. Let's do a D&D."
You're running the game for them, right?
D&D. Oh my god, is this the Vivian DM?
Oh,
debut?
she's DMing. Let's
Oh.
go.
Oh my god, can I play?
That's amazing.
Can I
That
play?
I want to see.
I'm not prepared. I only know one class really well. That's what I've realized.
You don't need to know the class as the DM.
I am not prepared.
I do though.
No, they'll just
Need
tell
to
you
be
what they do.
prepared.
Yeah, I stunning strike 5 times. You don't gotta do anything, and kill dead. Good job.
Yep, exactly. You don't even have to do any cruisers. You just lose.
It's a really happy campaign because no one like if you don't ever know what they do, then like either you kill them all by accident or they always stop. It's perfect.
Yeah, just always
If
give
you
him
have
like
an
a 1
NPC
HP
that's
creature.
supposed to be a class, just make shit up. Just say they can do stuff. Why was Portia able to give you back her spell slots? Who gives a shit? She's a wizard. Fuck it.
She's a
She really
high
tried.
level
Just can do
wizard.
that. Sometimes you just do stuff, and then yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
make stuff up a lot of the time that I feel like is not kosher with the rules, but that's fine.
Rule of cool over rule.
Yeah, at first, like, whenever you're doing something, like, is that a mechanic? Do I know this? And after a while, I figured out, nah, I didn't just go with the flow, because
Nah, it's not a mechanic.
why not? No, I think it's totally fine.
Yeah,
Real cool.
I think I just make
Right.
I make my monsters do random shit, but I also do feel like I make them do it consistently. If I do random shit, it'll work the same way both times.
I mean, I
Um,
haven't seen you do anything that. Well, first of all, I stay away from monster manuals because I don't want to ruin it for me. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything that's like, oh, they can't do that. What are you doing, Gene? The other thing I was like, how dare they know Fireball? Our wizard doesn't know Fireball.
yeah, I used Fireball a lot in that fight.
Uh,
And I was
that's-
like,
I
you guys
mean-
are.
yeah.
I was like, you guys are fucking strong. It's like
Oh, I'm not 7th level yet.
the CR of that fight was through the roof. Like
Mm-hmm. Well, we also had Zisha, which is a huge help.
Yeah,
that's true. She did do a lot of damage, but at the same like a Mind Flayer is CR7. And you
Well,
guys
for
were
level
all
6s, that's not
level
that
6.
bad.
Yeah, and then, but there was a lot of stuff going on. In that
Yeah, I
fight.
mean, you can like make encounters that are like 3 times the like deadly whatever, and it's
Or you could just send a pack
Or
of
an
Even
rats.
encounter
so,
that's an encounter that's like a medium difficulty, they just get stomped because it just so happens to
smash
counter them
one
perfectly.
round. Yeah.
Yeah, or just one bad roll. Yeah.
Or if you, or you just send a pack of rats at them and they kill one of the players permanently.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lower
That's how it
level
goes.
stuff can still kill. It's happened before.
The Banshee scream. That's so busted for a CR4 trigger.
Yeah, yeah. Or anything that
Yeah, I
has like
feel
the
like-
ability
Remember
to
when Gal was
paralyze?
supposed to die and I fucked it up so he
Oh,
didn't?
yeah.
Aw, yeah.
Different
We're
timeline.
still
Yeah.
waiting for fate to roll around on that one.
Nah.
Yeah.
I am touched by the
I'll
gods.
kill him.
I am blessed.
It sucks because every time I like want to kill somebody, I feel like it's gotta be like this big moment, and it can't just like happen randomly. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
If you just like fuck up a bunch of rolls, like getting mugged in the street, and then like you gotta use Revivify, that feels
Yeah.
so bad.
But that's D&D.
Yeah, that is.
It's a game of dice. That's what we're playing.
That's true. That's true.
It's okay. I'll take a gallop for you. Next time he's unconscious, I'll get the healing knife, but it's actually just a dagger on
Yeah.
accident. I'll just stab him. Oh man, he's not healed. What happened?
The exploding.
Hey,
hammer.
luck!
The ones
Yeah,
that-
there you
Why
go.
me?
Healing knife. That's actually
Blows him
2
up.
death save fails because if you hit it, it then explodes.
Well, melee attacks automatically too. So
Oh, true. If you stab him, yeah.
How
Yeah,
about we
facts.
stop trying to like plan my murder yet?
we're not planning your murder. We're planning for your accidental death.
Like,
Your murder.
you
You
know,
know,
something's coming up
Daryl-
that's gonna make me a lot easier to kill.
Oh.
Something's coming up.
You got the amulet.
There was one session where I was like, I really want to kill a PC here and like force an amulet, and I changed my mind. I was like, no,
No.
let it happen organically.
Oh
think
man,
about
it
No, I'll
happened,
never use the amulet, even for them. Fuck them. I don't care.
it happened organically, but it's not epically. I guess not. It would be epic if they died here, but it wouldn't be organic.
Yeah, that's a struggle. But then it's like, hard to like bring the importance of life and death when nobody is ever.
Well, I
close to
mean,
death.
there's a lot of dead people. There's been a lot. It's a lot of other people dying instead of us.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You guys have gotten off pretty scot-free, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we're walking like with clean clothes, and there's just like a whole whole town of bodies burning, just like whole pyre. It's
Like
like
Lagan is gone.
Yeah,
Lagan.
yeah, I'm gonna miss. I feel like we. Darn it! Now I just realized something. Alok or Ryan,
Mhm.
we'll never have that diving episode. Lagan's gone.
Oh
Well,
no.
So was the diving on Lagan? Like, was it like going on like the
We're going
bottom part of
underneath
Lagan and stuff?
No, we're going underneath.
I
It's just
mean-
like
Yeah,
a
then we can go
bottom.
anywhere in the ocean.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's not
you could do
Lagan's diving. It's different.
We can go there and steal their stuff
It's just
and
a-
then do it.
It was just a moving pier, basically.
You know, actually,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be like a bad idea to go where they all died and then just go to the bottom and pick up the valuables. Actually, no, that would be traumatic because then you just see lots of like bodies, wouldn't you?
It's just a bunch of robots. It's just a bunch of wood.
There were
and
humans on
metal.
there. There were other people on there.
They got away.
We are the specific reason why there.
It didn't happen.
Wait, was
Oh,
it
but-
our fault?
Yeah, because we killed Rotwood and Rotwood was gonna get.
No. Rotwood was gonna kill the humans, right? It wasn't just.
Well, yeah,
them
but
off.
Rotwood was gonna kill the humans so they wouldn't have to stop and like to get provisions or whatever for the humans. So then the robot, like the Warforged, would be able to get away. But instead, they all died because they couldn't get away.
Well, no, that
Oh,
was for
do
the
we know it's
that was
something
for the
to get away?
storm, not this. This wasn't the storm that did. They were.
Oh, wait, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
People
We don't
specifically just killed them all.
But they still could have died because they had to stop.
I mean,
They were
technically possible.
targeted. You would have to imagine they were targeted for a reason.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
And
Well,
not
maybe they
by
were
the
targeted
Red
because
Wraith,
we were there.
and not by the Red
We're
Wraith
not.
personally, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
interesting.
I think it's the
Yeah.
claw. I think it's the claw that did it.
Probably.
think it was
But, like,
Madeline.
I mean,
It was Madeline.
I
Oh.
don't- honestly, it would have sort of.
No.
Wait, no. Where did she teleport? We know.
Well, no,
that
because
her
she
teleport
was at Gallon with us, and Lagan was supposed to be passing by Gallon, so possible. But I'm pretty sure she teleported straight to the claw.
But no, it wasn't to the claw. It was Far Isles.
Oh.
Nope, Castelmund.
Ooh,
Far
it-
Isles.
Right?
it
Wasn't that what it was?
I'm doing bets.
That was-
I'm placing bets.
That was also a place you guys could have gone instead of Palea at the time.
Look, we're gonna go in our clockwise.
We have to go
formation.
clockwise then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go clockwise.
We're not
Gotta
doing
do
all
it.
the side quests, but we are going to get all the XP from unlocking all the areas.
Facts. And there is, speaking of diving, there is that sea temple Gallet saw in the vision.
I haven't had haven't had a chance to like I'm waiting for the chance to bring all that
Yeah,
stuff up.
what temple?
Well, no, I have a lot of stuff I need to talk to her about. We just haven't had the time. But
Yeah. I
next
mean,
session probably. Or
Yeah,
the
next
session after
session.
that.
next
Got a
session.
lot to say with her.
Oh god, there's so many things that I want
Yeah.
to get to already. I'm so impatient.
Yeah. Next session begins immediately.
Yeah. But I do need to go.
Yeah.
Get some food. Because I came straight here.
Hey,
so
same.
I'm gonna go eat.
Yeah,
But
good
yeah,
sesh.
thanks for the fun sesh. It was very chill.
Yeah.
Very low stakes. Just hung out,
Was fun.
talked.
Yeah, it was
Good.
nice.
Have
Good chilling.
a
with
good
the-
night.
Yeah.